Welcome to an all-new episode of LOLJK, saving the world one topic at a time. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Reinish.
I'm Kyle McVeigh.
I'm Kim.
I'm Brian.
I'm assuming we're all ready.
No, I mean, I'm getting mad about rich people. Let's go.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
I own a
wanted to show-
dealership.
Kyle's coming in hot on Memorial Day weekend.
We're
Yeah.
going to see if we can get through this episode with the cameras. I have no fucking idea. if we will.
Oh, mystery.
I did hook up a new camera for me and gave Kim mine because Kim's battery in hers started to bulge. And I don't know if you can see it from there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, it's gone.
This is a thing that happens to me. I had to have my battery on my computer replaced at work
like
because
a
it
little-
started to bulge.
It happens.
It was, and I was just ignoring it, pretending like nothing was happening.
As
And
you
then
should.
one day, I
As you
heard a
should.
little click and realized it was bulging so bad the case of the laptop had just popped open and
Of
could no
course.
longer stay shut. I decided that it was probably the end of the line for them.
Yeah.
Well, thanks
probably
to
done.
Time to retire.
So sorry, I don't know why that happens.
Thanks to
me.
Wasabi Power, we'll be getting some Hero 3 batteries shipped directly to us.
Oh, wow.
Does the-
We're replacing
at the-
all of them?
at the low bargain price of 2 for $15.
Yeah, 2 for $15.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
pretty-
now I am concerned those will bulge immediately.
Yeah. I don't think
We'll
we've
find
But
fixed
we'll
the
see what
problem.
happens.
Look,
We're not
you don't
gonna
have
put
a lot
him in
of
my
options.
camera because I got the bad juju for the bulging batteries.
Yes.
Is the webcam better quality than the Hero?
It's about the same.
Okay.
I'm a little brighter, but it's about the same.
I'm like, guys, I have an extra webcam. You want me to
You
bring
do
an extra
look
webcam?
bright.
Do I look brighter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow
but,
right
like,
in
not
your
in a bad
eyeballs,
way.
you look very bright.
Not in a bad way. You look,
I think
just look
that
happy.
that white block you got on your monitor right there
Is
is really
making it?
reflecting back
Yeah.
onto you a lot.
Black.
Like I said, you just look happy.
No, it's
No,
the
same.
Anyway, before we go, I have a little
Good effort.
treat for us.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
Last night, Kim and I
poured a huge glass of some fruit wine, by the way.
Well, you're gonna about to
Ooh,
top
fruit
her off.
wine.
Yeah.
So
Herb Erblinger.
Herberlinger. Herberlinger.
this is horrible. Pour me another glass.
It was a big pour I did.
Yeah.
It was in
Wait,
the bottle.
is that
It
the
was like,
name of
finish
the
it or don't.
bottle? Or is that...
No,
Okay, that's the
no.
Schitt's Creek joke,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
yes.
I was like, I think that's the Schitt's Creek joke, but also this is
It could
almost
be
certainly
real.
Aldi's brand wine, and
Yeah.
it might be the name.
No, it's not. the name of it.
Herberlinger.
But no, yeah, Herb Erblinger.
That's one of the funniest moments in that whole
It's
show.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty
Absolutely.
good.
Catherine O'Hara is pretty funny, turns out. Anyway,
Her? A person that's been funny her whole
Her
life?
whole
Her always
life.
been
man, God bless her. Just coming back for Beetlejuice, like didn't even
You know
need to
she's
do
gonna
that.
be great.
She's gonna be great.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is.
Anyway,
It's always great.
the whole reason people remember the Deo scene is because of her.
Yes.
Anyway, we have a monthly movie viewing with Kim's brother,
Yes.
and yesterday we showed him Hundreds of Beavers.
Amazing.
Which
great
is-
movie. Highly recommend.
How many times have you watched that now?
It's probably close to 10.
I watched
Really?
it
Yeah.
with my roommate and some neighbors.
Oh, yeah?
And it was, I think they loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
How can you not?
it's so good.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's so good.
It's so good. Well, for people who don't know, Hundreds of Beavers, for one, it's on demand. Get it.
Yeah.
Full endorsement.
Absolutely like DIY, low budget, regional filmmaking at its best.
At its best.
basically.
At its best.
It's
Yeah.
a live action Looney Tune. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. But anyway, the character in the beginning of that starts out as a drunk, and he is
Right.
an
He-
Applejack
he owns an
salesman.
orchard.
Yes.
So I got us
Applejack?
some Applejack.
Whoa. I remember us watching and being like, what is that?
I just thought it was just a
And what-
pretend alcohol.
I assumed it was a hard cider, but
Yeah.
clearly it's a booze,
It-
which of course it would be
Is
a
it
spirit.
is it a liqueur?
So what they call it on here is apple brandy.
Okay, sure.
So
all right.
the way that it's made, because I looked it up, it is not very complicated. You just need 5 pounds of brown sugar and apple juice.
Awesome.
You
These days. That's how you do it.
put in the brewer's yeast
Yeah, these days.
with all the sugar,
Yeah.
and then when it's what's the word, fermented,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you freeze it and then scoop out the ice, so it gets more condensed.
Oh,
and
so you take
stronger.
all of the moisture out.
That's not liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is
Okay.
called Laird's.
That's why
since
now that once we
1780.
knew that, when you go back and watch the song,
Yeah.
it does.
It shows
It
you.
Oh, it-
freezes his giant kegs,
Oh.
and then they drink it.
Oh,
It actually
shit.
goes through that
Oh,
cycle
okay,
in
that's
the
so
song.
funny.
Even.
And I'm like, I need to try apple.
So this has been this recipe is from when? Is that what you said?
1780.
But I think in the song,
Damn.
he's supposed to be accidentally discovering this, which is why
About how it froze?
everybody comes to him because his shit
he
froze, and then
accidentally-
he gave it to them,
Okay.
and it made everybody super drunk, and
Sure.
they loved it. Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's interesting.
I have tasted this already, but I thought I would
it's
give
got to be good.
It's not bad.
Some
I mean,
Applejack
it-
on top of my fruit wine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
float
just
it.
Double
Fruit it
down
up.
on the fruit.
Float it, float it on it.
Can't go
it up.
wrong, right?
What's your fruit wine made of? What fruit?
This is peach.
The peach, yeah.
Gross.
Dude. It's like candy. I can't.
You wanna
believe
taste
she
it?
likes
No.
You taste it.
Yeah.
You do.
It's so sweet. I
It's-
can't
it's
believe
so
it.
sweet. It's liquid candy.
Oh, it smells
so
like
s-
fruit punch.
Yeah.
It's really delicious.
Yeah, I mean it's good, but it is like
Candy?
I'm are you gonna drink more than that? No.
Well, no, because the bottle's gone. That is the end of the bottle.
I was waiting for Brian to down the whole
All right.
thing, which
so
would
I've
have been
poured
very
our,
funny.
I've poured our
Yeah, all right. That's
Applejacks.
like juice.
Yeah.
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 A lot of people, I
it pairs,
think,
you know, it pairs really well with the coffee, the back end.
I will
coffee
say
I
that
a
have.
lot
I
of
think-
people, I think, use particularly the Aldi one because it is pretty sweet, and there's a couple
Yeah.
of flavors that are especially strong like this, with like some Sprite
kids-
or
the
something
kids.
to
I like
almost
the-
make it like a spritzer or an alcoholic punch.
Yeah.
Joey-
In my mind, I'm like, why? Like, then if you're gonna drink that, it's like, well, you should. Is this liquor
This is a
or
big
is it?
pour.
It's liquor.
So why did
Oh,
you
this
pour
is
so
such a
much?
deep pour.
Why did you give
I
us so
showed
much?
everybody
Half the bottle.
half the bottle.
Why didn't you just give us like a shot?
I appreciate that you're
It's
using.
for the full show.
I appreciate
It's
that
for the
you're.
full
I
show.
appreciate you're using children's cups.
Yeah.
You were gonna pour- I was like, oh, that's
No,
a
no,
heavy
it's not a
pour
li-
over there.
It's not a liquor.
And then I was like, oh, that's a heavy pour
Yeah,
for
it is.
Brian. Was
I
that
can
supposed to
smell
go
it.
to me? And then I saw then you saw you give one to Kim, and I was like, oh, that one's for me. And then
Joey,
you gave one to Kim, and I was like, I think that's even heavier for Kim.
It's just like a little bit less
Should we cheers?
pungent whiskey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Applejack.
Oh, I already
Applejack.
did mine. Sorry. Why did you put so much in the cup?
You get a little bit of that
Yeah.
sweet of the fruit there.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
That's nice.
But I don't
yeah,
know
it's
how
like
they
a more
were fucking
mellow.
chugging that out
I
of
know.
a mug.
That's what I was
It's a
thinking.
more it's a more mellow whiskey, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
yeah.
It's like a less potent whiskey with
I'll
a
I'll
little
tell
bit
you
of a
what,
sweetness.
you make this with, you make a nog with this.
Oh.
That's good.
Some
Make a
spicy
nog
fruit.
with that. You're gonna shit your pants.
You can make a nog with
but you're
anything.
making
You're
nog
gonna
with-
shit
yeah,
your
any
pants.
nog you're
Yay.
sharing.
If you make a Manhattan with Applejack, it's called a
Ooh.
Big Apple.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
What
I
was
like
it?
that.
Pour me another one, Applejack. Is that what
Yeah.
they said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pour me another one, Applejack.
Has been
Damn.
distilled by the Lairds, America's oldest family distillers since 1780.
Where are they located?
New York.
If we look
Skull-
them up, are they going to
New-
be like their original guy had his orchard burned down and
By a
became a
bunch
fur
of fucking
trapper?
beavers.
Scobeyville, New Jersey?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
East Coast makes sense.
Yeah,
If it's the
yeah.
1700s.
Originally
Has to
produced
be.
pre-prohibition at 86 proof, Applejack 86 represents the
86
birth
proof.
of his historic American brandy, smooth, full spirit for use in cocktails over iced or neat.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty
I
good.
ain't mad about it.
But yeah,
That's
in
good.
the movie, they're chugging it like
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 it's a
it's
beer.
a beer.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like a cider
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
were drinking it
I mean,
out
maybe-
of mugs
it
like
might have-
Monster.
When we picked this up, by the way, Joey was like, "Do you want anything else?" And I was like, "Just get some beer, maybe like a light beer, like not in color, like actually a light beer." And he was like, "It comes in cans or bottles. Which one? What do you want?" And I was quiet for a second, and then I was like, "Well, I just don't feel like a light beer deserves a bottle."
Yeah. Seems a little fancy.
a
bit much.
If I'm gonna
Punch
drink
it
a
a little
light
too
beer,
high
you're
there.
gonna just need
Yeah.
to put that shit in a can.
Yeah. If we're doing a natty light, I don't really want it out of a bottle.
It's Light Moon or whatever it's called, Blue Moon Light.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Blue Moon has a light?
Yeah, apparently.
I think it's fairly new.
I've
Sure,
never
good for
tried
them.
it, but you know what?
Did you
I
buy
said
it?
get it in a can.
Did you get some?
Yeah, in a can.
Nice.
in a can.
Well, that's great. Once you finish your fruit wine, you
I
can
will be
have some
done.
Blue Moon Light.
I just didn't want to have a beer tonight for some reason.
No, I get
I'll
it.
have
You
one
know,
tomorrow.
you got to go with what you're feeling.
I gotta clean some shit up outside tomorrow. I'll drink
Yeah.
a beer while I'm doing
Oh,
that.
hell yeah.
There you
No,
go.
you gotta listen to your body.
We're
you
getting
know?
we're getting that
And an
backyard
afternoon-
ready for summer. You know.
An afternoon beer while cleaning.
Mhm.
It's great. I've
It's
been
light,
in
so it's allowed.
I've been in spring clean mode.
Yeah.
I've been doing the deep cleans, going like room to room.
Mm.
Nothing better than a couple of
Fucking love
beers
that.
while you're just like listening to a podcast or some music, just like
See, I
zoning
just
out.
expressed.
doing the deep clean.
LOLJKpodcast.com.
I just
Fucking great.
expressed to Joey
You're listening.
the other day that you can't do that at our house.
I know.
Because by the time
yeah.
you get through everything, you're like, where you should be at like, okay,
Yeah.
now we maintain.
Yeah.
You're like, well, the first room needs another fucking deep clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It took
no,
us 6 months to clean one
I'm
room.
aware.
Yeah,
I'm
you
aware
just-
it's a
you just
luxury
deep
that I
clean
have, but
one room every weekend, and you're just never out of the cycle.
it's just I tried to give like I'm fairly clean in general, but I try to do at least like one very deep,
Yeah.
like very deep clean,
I
like a
appreciate
year.
that. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You hear
Where
that,
it-
ladies?
yeah.
He's fairly clean in
I'm
general.
fairly clean,
He likes,
and I do
he likes to get it
one
deep
clean a year. But also, my dog sheds a whole
Ladies?
other dog
Oh,
every other
yeah.
day.
It doesn't matter with the hair because I
Yeah,
don't
it
know how much
doesn't
time you
matter.
vacuum it up.
Ugh.
A day
Yeah,
later, it's there.
It's fine.
You know what's fun? We have random spiders in our back bathroom,
Nice.
like little tiny ones.
Do you ever feel like they're
cool.
crawling up your butt
No,
when you sit down in the toilet?
Do you ever feel like that?
You ever feel like that?
I mean I
ever
do
feel
for
like
other
that?
reasons.
Oh, yeah,
but not
fair.
from the spiders.
Yeah, just from a general.
So it's really great.
A
More
when
of a
general butt
hemorrhoids
spiders.
thing.
yeah, that's more of a me thing than a spider thing. But it
Yeah.
is great when I go into the bathroom that I've used the shower and like within a day or two, and I
Yeah.
open it up and there's like just 12 little baby spiders.
Damn, where are they
New?
coming from?
Don't
They must
know.
be living somewhere.
They're
real
somewhere
nice.
near. They're
You
somewhere
know-
near.
Yeah.
They're popping
Maybe
up.
they're
Are they
coming
in your-
out of your butt.
Are they in your butt?
Is it me?
You have
Am
butt
I?
spiders?
Am I
Are
the
you
spider?
Brian, have you had
spiders?
butt spiders your whole life?
Am I spider? Is that where they come from?
You
Are you
are
Spider-Man?
Yeah, you're real life Spider-Man.
I'm Spiders
But you
man.
got the
Yeah, you're
powers
Spiders-
all
Spiders
wrong.
man.
Spiders man.
Legally distinct.
Actually,
No,
Spiders
Spider-Man is canonical.
is actually
A
a
thing?
Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
He is a Spider-Man that is made up of a shit ton of sentient spiders that think they are the real Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know
and
what?
It's
they want-
actually
and-
amazing.
You
and
know
they-
why I'm
and they
mad?
want to- and they
Because
want-
that's actually good.
Yeah.
It's a good
And
idea.
Joey, and
Yeah.
and they want to eat people. Like
yeah,
everyone.
and they want to
The
eat
spiders?
people.
Yeah, Spiders Man
because they
wants
are
to eat
spiders.
people.
Yeah,
That's,
You know,
it's
that's
a
fucking
good.
good.
It's
Yeah,
good.
it's very
It's
good.
good.
I
I
don't
can't
know
believe
why.
that
Anyway,
got
that's
through.
your butt.
I don't know why it happens every year in the like warm weather, but there's always on our patio in the backyard just like a small group of tiny like little gnats
Mm-hmm.
on the patio, like under the awning on the patio, just circling in the same spot.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter if the patio has just been cleaned or if like the gardeners have just come or if there's a pile of shit. Like, doesn't matter. No
Yeah.
matter what, if you go out there, there will be like just 5-ish little gnats circling in the same spot.
it's so annoying.
It's
So every time you walk through, you're like,
fucking infuriating.
Yeah,
And so we've
why
got
those 5?
it's not
And
the same
also,
5,
how have
Kyle.
you not inhaled
they
all of
fucking
them?
regenerate. I have one of those zapper
They're
tennis
passing
rackets.
yeah.
And I go out there
she fights him.
every night when I come home, now that the weather is warm and it's daylight.
Goddamn night.
I'm not kidding
I think
you.
it's cathartic.
Every night.
Yeah.
Well, this is
it's
where
a
I was
good
going.
sound. It makes a good sound.
It
on that
does.
thing.
Those
Yeah.
are good
Well,
ones.
okay,
Very
so the one that I
satisfying.
had broke and I had to get a new one. And on the new one, so the old one I think was just like 1 or 2 layers of the wire mesh.
Yeah,
And so I'd zap them and they'd just like fall to the ground and they'd be dead.
yeah.
This one is like has like 4 different layers.
Oh, we're
and
serious,
so the
yeah.
bugs don't just zap and die, fall to the ground.
They get
you
in
think
there.
They
Yeah,
get
come
in
on.
there.
Yeah.
And so it's
Yeah.
like pop, 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 pop.
That's
Like,
awesome. Like, you're like, yes,
Yeah.
they're
It
dead.
just
They have
keeps
exploded
going.
like 4
I
times.
see the little electricity charge happening.
That's so good.
Oh, you
It's
see,
so
it's fun when you
good.
see the smoke come out. Sometimes you
Oh,
get like
hell
that big
yeah.
one
Oh, you
stuck in
smell
there.
the
Okay.
burning?
Yeah.
But here's the problem with that is I was doing it the other day because they
Uh-huh.
were particularly bad,
Mhm.
yeah,
and one got caught in there, and I'm like, I'm just gonna
But-
like burn it off.
I'm just gonna
No.
let
And
it
then
go.
it just
and it
goes.
never stops.
It just never stops, and then it started to smell good out there. I'm like, oh no!
Oh no! I want to eat these.
I want to eat these little
No,
bugs.
you just gotta like knock it against your hand, get that little corpse out of there.
Yeah, you do.
and then
but
you
yeah.
eat it.
and then you eat it. It started
No.
to smell like sweet in
Oh,
the air.
that's weird.
It was
Ooh,
weird.
yeah.
But,
That's
but
Joey,
literally
Joey,
every
that's
night
your
I go out there and kill them,
that's your bloodlust.
and then they're back.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Just the same. Just
Do you
just
think
a
they're
little group.
passing along whatever this weird trauma is through their eggs? Like they're
It's
just
like how salmon go back to the same
yeah,
place
they just
to
naturally know. Like there's been so many generations of
You
these
must
gnats.
Go
that
back.
this is
to
where
the
they
patio.
go.
I don't know what it is, but I
And
was doing
Beware
it today.
the devil woman.
The
I was
devil
doing
woman.
my
Beware-
daily purge,
and occasionally the man that will try to eat us.
and I was just thinking, People should do this as a release.
Be gnats? Oh.
No.
SWAT
Sorry.
team,
I was like,
SWAT team
go to the
bugs.
and,
same
and
place.
it just
That
felt
was
very...
like you fucking and then you can grow their tits huge. That was a big natto level of like
Logic.
not the same page.
No, not true. Big Natto made a ton of sense at the time. Go back and listen. Anyway.
But I just feel like you've got to be a little bit like focused and careful to get the bugs to actually go into the racket.
Sure.
Because if you just whip
There's
them
an
too
art to
hard,
it,
they
yeah.
feel the
You know,
air.
you know what
and
the
they
art
fly
is,
away.
and you know why she's good at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're just dooning it.
Yes.
You're the
The
slow
slow knife
dagger.
it penetrates the shield.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
She came
You're
up with
right.
that on her own and told
So
me.
you're just like,
You gotta
yeah.
zone in a little and then you get all
But
those
when you
fucking
get to, but like,
cathartic.
is it
zaps.
slow all the way through, or
No,
you
no,
get
no, no.
close and
You
then
just can't whack it too hard.
You
I still like
slow
go in with
and
it.
then you
Yeah,
No,
you,
no,
you
no,
can't.
no.
Yeah, you gotta.
You just got to be
I
steady.
don't
You gotta
understand
go
how
right
she can
pace.
say that. And no, I've told her so many times she can't whack it too hard, and she
Yeah,
like she
and she does it every time.
does it every time, but she still knows not to do it with the flies. Anyway,
Anyways, you should get one of those and go kill some bugs. You'll feel better.
It is satisfying.
this
Yeah.
is the end of our contest for
Oh yeah.
Encino Man.
Yes.
Read for you on the Movies on Tape. See our Patreon.
Movies on books on tape.
Movies on Books on Movies on Tape. We's the Juice. We also got Powder.
The most prized. I think we've like weirdly enough all agreed low key that powder
It's actually
is
the grand prize.
That
You know what the
is
best
it,
part
yeah.
was? Is we got a bag of VHS from a Buy Nothing lady on Kim's
Yeah.
Facebook.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And then she gave us them all, and they kind of smelled like Pete. I'm like, I don't want
Yeah.
these tapes anymore. I was like, I'm gonna keep.
I will
Powder.
keep Powder.
I'm gonna give Powder.
Everything else smells like piss and needs to go away. Powder stays.
Yeah. So and Powder's.
And
the
you
other
know
Feels
that it
right
probably
that powder smells
and you
like
know that
piss.
powder probably has mold in it or something. It's
I
like
don't
a
think
moldy
it does.
tape.
I think it looks pretty good. What if Powder's not in here? Okay, it is in here.
That's actually
It's still-
would
it's
be
still has a-
so good.
it
What
still
if
has
you
a
had
security
opened it
tape
up
on
and
it?
it was fucking the pest?
I would have had a stroke, and this would have been the last
I
episode.
actually would have Looney Tune ran through the fucking garage.
You open it up and it's Michael.
Oh my god. That would have been too much.
Or Phenomenon.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Any of those would have been good.
One of those that we got to keep.
And then
those have
we
been
got
good.
our little guy that we've all now, for the last episode, we've done drawings on.
Got some
Yeah.
real good ones on there.
Yeah,
some
here's
good ones.
The
There's some
back Brian
brands.
did a good tattoo.
Got a Trisha tattoo of the
My hairline.
Yeah.
Somebody drew.
yeah.
Yeah, that was me
Yeah,
too.
to
I
focus.
did
I
that
did a
one
lot
day.
of coloring last time.
Yeah. I got a cloaca on there
Yeah, you got a cloaca.
and a single tit.
That's pretty good.
Did
Yeah.
Did you,
In the
notice,
middle?
did you notice the
It's got a
time?
really
Did you notice the
ball-sacky
time on the watch?
nose.
Did you notice the time on the watch?
What's the time on the watch?
Is it 4:20?
5.
Oh.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, baby.
Sure.
Fuck up.
Okay.
I genuinely was not sure what you were gonna do, and then you just went for
So
fucking
this is
Jimmy Buffett or shit.
this is our third prize. So we're gonna read a couple more
You're so happy with yourself.
of the entries, and then at the end of the episode, because we'll space them out at the end of the episode, we'll do the final drawing. So first, we got a new email from Chicken and Raffles.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. 5 o'clock somewhere is actually very funny. The more I think about it, so it's fine.
You should have another watch that's also 5.
It's 2.
2 watches that's 5 o'clock. So
That's good.
anyway, from Chicken and Raffles, hey gang. Chicken and Raffles does stuff here with another of what it sounds like from Kyle on the most recent episode is a pretty well trotted origin story.
Yeah.
Trodden, excuse me.
Well tried.
Around 2012, I was 22.
Youth.
Great job.
What a youth.
Wow.
And I was watching a lot of
Did you do math to see if that was younger than us?
No, I was just seeing how old he would be now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were seeing how old
Because
you
I was
were.
like
Yeah.
2012. How old was I? 20? No, I was not 22 at 2012. No,
No.
nope.
Okay, he was
Not
watching
much.
a lot of
Great year, though.
Continue, which
Great
became listening to fantasy fiction, then onto Goosebuds.
Yeah.
But early enough into their run that episodes would run out and I'd still want to listen to something. That something was, you guessed it, Paranoia Shop. We guess we gotta get Paranoia Shop. That's the only way we get fans.
Nah.
Turns out the shop had already closed up.
Yeah.
So we're around 2015, 2016, and that was fine for me. As now I'm listening to 6 different shows on repeat, but on those early Explosive Magico days, there would be commercials for other podcasts on the network. And after listening to all my regulars,
those were effective.
Yeah, they were.
apparently
Weird.
and hearing that
did something
LOLJK
right.
ad
One time.
for probably the
One
30th time.
Took 30 times? You know what?
I just want to say,
Just glad you're here.
our track record for finding new people with just this podcast is very poor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just organically all on its own.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I think
happen.
that those
No.
early episodes were quite rough.
I find them funny. Like it's
It's
tough because it's exactly my sense of humor.
Also, I will also say that is
But just
the
'cause it's
Wild
you,
West
Joey.
of podcasts
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
That's part of it too.
What is it?
Wild West
We
of
were early
podcasts at the
adopters.
time.
Yeah.
Very you did not have to have a concept. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Back then.
or be a celebrity.
Definitely not that.
Well, that's the only way they get anywhere now.
So after hearing it for the 30th time, I dipped my toes in the water. I mean, Kyle says it's a lot of fun right there in the ad.
That ad, everyone remembers that actual.
I gotta
line.
find that ad.
Should we recut it and put it on the grams?
Yeah,
we probably
should.
should. Apparently,
it, yeah.
we've got a lot of people from that
Yeah,
ad.
we can just put that.
Anyone from the Discord, can you point us to where that ad is? Because I have no fucking
Someone
idea.
send us that ad, please.
Anyway, I'm trying to remember what episode I started on, but not having them in front of me. Rocket Dick and I Want Blood are 2 that I think got me hooked on you guys.
I don't even know what that is.
I Want Blood?
Yeah.
Is the 2 robots talking to each other.
That was good. Yeah.
That's good.
I don't
Forgot
remember
about
what
those
Rocket
guys.
Dick.
I
just
don't.
assume
I
that's
don't
Kyle.
remember the robots talking to each other.
It,
It's
It was
2
like the
chatbots.
2 chatbots.
Two
Yeah.
Oh.
And one said, I want blood. It took like 2 minutes to get there. Also, I think there's some really sweet about a group of friends making goofs together for as long as you have and bringing together a bunch of other goofballs to form lasting bonds and talk about butt stuff. 8 years deep. and-
Nothing brings you together and keeps you together like just nonstop dick jokes.
Yeah. That's real
Look,
though.
And poop jokes.
And that's
For
what
real,
we
though.
have to offer the world.
8 years deep in LOLJK is something I look forward to every single time. R.I.P. Nigel, featuring Santana.
Oh, Nigel.
Poor Nigel.
I still have that
Stupid
shirt.
idiot
Yeah.
bird.
Maybe one of the best shirts you've ever made, Joey.
And only sold 1 time.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Mostly to us.
I mean, if more
Yeah.
people knew, they'd
if
appreciate it.
more people knew.
My sister fucking loves that
We
shit.
need some Nigel awareness.
I love
out
that
there.
guy.
Nigel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's just a little dude.
Poor
I
Really?
also have one that I will read.
Nice,
That I
okay.
got through Twitter, which was apparently, according to Joey, not a legal entry.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to get them through the LOLJK
I feel like
at
we
Gmail.
said you could send them to us anyway.
Well, anyway.
Well, a lot of people that posted the story in the Discord, I said email it so I can get you in the
Okay.
contest. So,
Here
But
we
this
go.
is fine.
This one's a long one. It's good.
okay.
This is from Slowhand Luke. Thank you. Yo, I found y'all through Paranoia Shop, maybe 2015, 2016.
Whoa, that's
The shrill shriek of Kyle telling me to
Wow.
watch was hard to ignore.
We really
watch?
need
So
this.
that really went. Yeah, I'm sure they misspoke.
yeah.
But
Unless I mean, wouldn't
unless
put it
I
past us.
said watch
Yeah.
because
You
I
can't-
was
oh.
hammered.
I mean,
It's
we
very
we also
possible.
Yeah.
used to call our listeners viewers.
Yeah,
Do we
and
still?
now they are.
No.
And now they are for real.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Full circle.
It's
So
full
now we
circle,
should call them
finally.
readers.
Did
It's
we
become a
manifest
visual.
that?
It's
Maybe.
yeah, we manifest this podcast becoming a visual medium
Yeah.
again.
We
finally.
manifested all podcasts going video.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
We should have more listeners.
I mean, no,
Gays?
this is
gays.
viewers.
we're not. This is we're not appreciating our time, and we're gonna be famous when we're dead.
Ah, can't wait to be dead.
It's gonna be so rad when I'm dead.
Fucking
And
rad.
famous.
Dead and famous.
It was hard to ignore. So I struggled through your many trials with hosting services. Oh. And started
No.
listening while working nights at a hardware store. The nonsense made the night shift so much more bearable.
I
It
feel
was
like
a
listening to us during night shift is
It's
It is.
kind of
That is.
perfect.
You
Yeah.
are in the correct mindset.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, that's where we
fucking
were.
Sure.
We used to record the show really late.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
That was really. Yeah, those were like stay over after we recorded.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's
'cause
also
we were
because of
also
the
hammered.
alcohol.
Yeah.
also because
Yeah.
we were very drunk.
Yeah.
It was a rocky start as I couldn't handle the drunken nonsense of those
Yeah.
early episodes,
Yeah.
but was too lazy to find something else to listen to.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's our target market.
Basically,
We need more of these guys.
Basically, I forced myself to like this dang podcast. Which is a very
So we
funny
got a
sentence.
hate fuck listen your way through the first episodes.
I'm still here on the cusp of completing a full university degree and working a job that isn't a complete nightmare.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Well
on
done, sir.
that.
I
That's
assume
all any
part of that is
want,
us.
obviously. I
like
wasn't
a
originally
percent.
going to say my piece on this, but coincidentally, I found my own phone today, the one from the hardware store days. Shockingly, it still works, and I still have the forbidden episodes on it.
Oh no.
We were just talking about it. The Mexicast lives.
Oh,
I won't be
God.
giving it out. I like the feeling of power it gives me. Also, I'm greedy and I don't like to share.
That's
In
fine.
all seriousnness, y'all have improved greatly since those days.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I look forward to enjoying it more. You don't have to read this, but can if you want. P.S. I didn't delete those early episodes. I'm not a monster. I like that you have a secret phone with our forbidden episodes.
Yeah.
Which, if you join the Patreon, you can get the forbidden episodes.
I don't think Mexicast.
No, you can't get you can't get that one.
You can't
I
get
think
that
That's
one.
the
Mexicast
only
is
one
the only
that's
one I
been
think
a-
is
but you
stricken.
can get the first 50?
First 50.
First
but
50
Mexicast is
minus
in there.
Mexicast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Mexicast is one of those things that is.
gone.
And it sounds to new listeners, it sounds more nefarious than it is. It's just we just drank
Just
like a whole
recaps-
bottle of
just
tequila.
Kyle's just recapping his vacay to Mexico.
Well,
when
no,
we got
you
here.
know.
you were recapping your vacay to Mexico.
We drove through Mexico.
And I was bringing my girlfriend that grew up in Mexico
Okay,
at
thank
the
you.
time.
Yeah.
See? Too
That's
drunk.
what it was.
Yeah.
And
and then we all drank tequila.
everyone drank way too much, and
Mm-hmm.
then she was just mean to Brian.
I don't remember that.
That is correct.
Yes, it was.
That was it.
not cool.
It hurt my feelings.
Anyway, can I say something? She's sober now, so
Good
it's
for
great.
her. Good for
Yeah,
her.
good for her.
Good for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
I did not participate
we
in
are
that.
not,
I
but
did.
cheers.
I did not participate in that process.
I like to think that we had a contribution to that as well.
Yeah. I'm sure it's in one of the steps or something.
No, she did worse stuff than that.
All right.
Come on, don't be stupid. It's fine.
Anyway, I think I got one more to read, but let's space it out a little bit. Let's do his topic and then we'll come
Yeah.
back
We'll
together.
announce at the end,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's great.
Brian,
Oh, I get to start it up again?
Whoa,
Boy,
Wow.
do
give
I-
me
for
what you
Brian.
got.
Well,
Jimmy.
here's the thing, guys.
What did the robots do this week?
It's not robots this time,
What
but
did
we
the
are.
animals do this
Yes,
week?
we're dipping into the well of the animals.
Yeah. Are there
It's
animal
honestly
robots?
been a while.
Uh-oh.
If I feel like we
mine
haven't
is
had-
animals.
Ooh.
I don't know. Mine's kind of old. I went back to my library of
Okay,
things,
okay.
so we'll
Okay.
see.
Probably good. Mine's new.
This article comes from the UK,
We
which
love
is
the
the
UK.
United Kingdom, for those of you who don't know, which is
Oh.
Which is no longer
Which is-
part of the
which-
European Union.
which is
fucking idiots.
a collection of
I
states.
think they've realized that
Yeah,
on their own. Most of them.
have they?
Hmm.
I mean, look.
Not a majority.
Eh,
well, I mean,
they made that choice.
You guys, this
Actually, I
Applejack
don't know
is
how their
strong.
stuff works. Yeah, it feels
Woo!
pretty. We're about to do an episode 10
A classic
here.
episode.
We're about to do a classic.
Well,
so
I stopped drinking it.
I took a couple sips. I'm not
Well,
trying to keep it above the board.
boo.
I took one sip and then I went back to my Herberblingers. And I am almost done with it.
Well, all right.
Well, I'll keep going and I'll call you slurs.
Perfect.
Wow.
The-
I'll make up some.
That's true marriage and true love.
Yo,
True
you're a
marriage.
powder.
Marriage.
Look at this fucking powder.
Look at this
over
fucking
here.
powder
Look
over
at
here.
this fucking powder
Doesn't even
over
know
here.
what his topic is. Still looking it up on his
Fucking
phone.
powder.
Powder.
Powder,
Wait, are we talking
motherfucker.
about
This is
me
why we
or are
don't
we
go
talking
to-
about
Yeah.
This
Kim?
is why you don't
Why
go to
not
Brian
both?
first.
Oh,
Powder,
Brian,
motherfucker.
What's your topic?
we're being mean to Brian again.
Oh no! I'm so
no.
sorry.
This is
Brian.
Mexicast
Brian
all
again.
over again.
Oh,
Guys, you're
no.
bringing up all those dark memories that I don't remember.
Yeah, but no one remembered, which is why it shouldn't have been recorded.
Yeah.
Normally that wouldn't happen.
I just trust Kyle's judgment in saying that it was mean things said to me, and I go, okay.
It was mean things said
Okay.
to you.
I don't remember.
I
Well,
don't
we're
either.
not. We don't need to talk
You know
about
what?
it
It doesn't
right
matter.
It's
You know
fine.
why? Because the RSPCA has issued warnings over gender reveal fad that is killing birds.
Oh,
That's
shit.
right.
So they having problems with gender reveal over there too, huh?
Oh, yeah. It turns
But,
out
like,
it's
It
not a
is
typically
our
American
fault,
problem.
though.
But like,
I
It
like
is
to
our-
think it's Instagram's fault.
We did but we invented
Maybe a TikTok.
that
Are they like
shit,
blasting
didn't we,
birds out of the sky
America?
with their pink and blue confetti?
Are they just
they-
shooting them?
They are
boy and girl guns.
dyeing pigeons
guns.
pink or blue to
Oh.
announce the baby's sex.
No.
So it's not even like We're gonna throw
That's
something at
awful.
the birds. They're dipping
They're
them and
catching
sending them off.
birds, and then
Here's a picture of a bird that's been pinked,
Oh no! And they can't. Well,
and
Doesn't
it's
it
not
fuck
even
up their
like it's not even well. It's
wings?
like just like a spot of pink.
and
Doesn't it-
like, does that hinder?
fucks
Like,
up their
does that?
wings.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That probably glues their wings together
Oh.
and dries weird, or like throws off
Probably.
their weight
I'm sure it
in
throws-
like a weird way.
I'm sure it does something to just screw up their feathers. They can't
Yeah.
even fly.
Okay,
Who
Brian,
knows?
Brian,
Hmm.
I'm going to ask you now.
Go on.
This show is a comedy podcast.
Yes.
What's the comedy angle
I mean,
It's pretty funny. People
to
are killing
killing
birds.
birds?
It's pretty funny.
well, I mean, they're pink birds.
I mean, that's you're trying here.
Well,
I mean,
it's that
your
people are
bluebirds.
stupid.
Yeah.
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 It's
It's a mere commentary on the general collective intelligence of us as a human species and the low levels to which we are held accountable for our.
I will say
actions.
it is like I mean, in terms of gender reveal stuff, it is using live animals is bad.
particularly stupid.
It is a particularly
Well, it's a
wild
level.
one.
It's a level 2 that's like.
It's the next level up. Is like
It's
dying.
first of all, it's the balloons. Then it's immense forest fires that kill people, and now it's birds,
yeah.
which is kind of a weird roller coaster.
I'm
that we're
actually
actually on the
shocked.
gender
They're
reveal.
in Britain where basically foxes are rats.
Rodents,
So
yeah.
I can't believe someone didn't have wholesale die a fox.
A fox,
Yeah.
imagine
'Cause
that
that's like
gender
a
reveal.
rat.
Time.
Well, I think
yeah.
a fox
Well,
could
to
cause
them.
more damage than a pigeon
Yeah, I guess so.
to the party.
What if
Well,
it's
things go awry?
What if it's a gender reveal?
Avian flu.
What if it's a gender reveal fox hunt, where it's like they're running and then they see the fox and they go to shoot it, and when they pull the trigger,
Absolutely.
it's just a different. It's a powder.
Whatever
that
they
shoots out of their gun.
whatever they fed it.
Yeah.
Whatever they fed it.
Oh, I was
explodes
just
out of
thinking
it.
they're
A pink
it's like,
pellets.
oh, we got this fox over here. Here
Aye, we got a
Oh,
wee
right here.
fox, eh?
Because all the fox hunters speak that.
We
Joey,
got a fox here in
got
it.
that one.
Joey, there's
In
your
it.
comedy.
Let
There
it
is.
breathe, Joey.
You're
Let it
found
breathe.
it.
Yeah,
You have to
well,
let-
you gotta help.
You gotta let it breathe a
What
little
are
bit.
you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, it's about
You
the,
showed me that picture of that bird, and it really bummed me out.
Well, it's the journey. It's the journey.
Yeah, it's not the destination.
So anyway, isn't it? We're gonna get this little fox over
All right,
here.
everyone be
Yeah.
quiet. Let him do this accent.
And
for a
I've
while.
already slipped into Australia, and I don't know if you
Wait,
caught
did
that.
Brian just get cast in the next Guy Ritchie film? Wow, that's great.
I can
The
understand what he's
Gentleman
saying
2?
too well.
Our favorite movie, The Gentleman. The Gentleman 2.
Is that a
The
movie?
Featuring
sequel?
me.
The Gentleman is a Guy Ritchie movie. Yes.
Is that the Ray Fiennes one?
Is that the new one that came out?
That's
no
the
that
Gentlemanly
was
Warfare.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
Oh
yeah. He did like a Netflix movie. I feel like that was no one knows what's on Netflix. So
No.
No,
Sure,
there's
just
too
a-
much.
Yeah, there's
And most of
also
it's
no one knows
garbage.
what's on Apple either.
Because
Anyway,
no one
no
has
one
it.
shows
has
it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
check out Wandla. It's gonna come out June 28th.
Is it
Is
really?
there an actual date?
Yeah, it's got
Huh.
a date now.
Wow.
And I do believe we kept our credits for the first season. So
Oh,
nice.
look at
That's
that.
nice.
Yeah, credited.
Anyway, okay, I want to say that.
I heard the pre-whispers. I'm like,
All right, continue.
It's a show on Apple. Anyway,
Yeah.
so the fox hunt.
They're not going to promote it. This is the most promotion that will happen.
Does I don't think anything on Apple TV gets promoted because I feel like things
No,
are just
except
there.
Even Severance, no, but that
No.
was purely word of mouth.
Yeah, the
Right?
FYC,
Like that was
the
like,
only thing-
FYC billboards and signs are fucking everywhere right now. None of them are for Apple.
The only
Yeah.
I've seen 10 fucking Peacock shows.
for all
with
mankind.
FYC stuff.
For all mankind has run like six seasons, and the only reason I know about it is because I'm in LA, and I'm like, wow, that
You know
sounds really
someone that's
good.
on it.
I will not get Apple TV.
Are you saying you're not going to watch
this is
the
the
morning show?
First time I've ever heard of it.
The only thing that has made me want to watch the morning show is someone. Have you
seasons?
watched this? Because you
I've
need
not.
to tell. Okay, well, I'm about to maybe convince you and
To
make
watch
you
it?
really.
Oh,
No,
someone
I
goes
know
to
what you're
space.
gonna say. You've told us
Reese
this.
Witherspoon go to space.
Yeah,
That's
you told
awesome.
us
What?
this.
Reese Witherspoon go to space.
Oh.
It starts as a Matt Lauer thing
Yeah.
with his little door that shuts behind
Oh,
him.
it's a sexual harassment thing?
Yeah. It starts as like Steve
Oh.
Carell as Matt Lauer, and then in like season 3, they fire Reese Witherspoon into space.
Well, that's because it's an Apple TV show, and every Apple TV show has to have a mandated sci-fi related storyline.
So funny.
Was she doing a story in space? Or
I don't know.
Was there
I'm
another
sure in
reason?
context it's probably like
I don't know. This was someone trying to sell me to watch it. They were like, listen.
I mean, that kind of works for me. Because I got to see how they
Because
get
it's
in
one
the
of the
wrong
funniest things that could possibly happen.
Yeah. In summation.
Yeah.
What if
It seems like a show that everyone's like, this is pretty important. And then they fired Reese Witherspoon into space.
now
Like a monkey.
Yeah, but now
what if I'm pitching
like a
on
dog.
I'm gonna pitch on the next season.
Like
I
an
think
astronaut?
she should stay in space.
She's already come back. We'll
She should
send
be
her
the
back
fir-
again.
She should be the first space lawyer.
I think isn't she a reporter?
Yeah. It's more of like a sequel to the movie that she in Legally Blonde.
Oh.
You just kind of
So that character is
space lawyer.
that
We're gonna have
character.
Fire Elwood's
legally
in
blonde.
It's
space.
her.
Legally blonde
Yeah.
in space.
Yeah. But I haven't watched it, so she might be dead.
She probably didn't make it back.
She might
She
be
might not
fucking
have made
dead.
it back.
Was it
Didn't make it back in re-entry.
was it a crossover for All Mankind?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know
but
anything
it would
about
be
For All Mankind.
amazing.
What's that show?
For All Mankind is an alternate timeline.
Just Reese.
That's kind of
Is she it's
frozen solid.
Frozen solid.
Here's the thing: is that if you're gonna do like a 4th season of that show, you have an opportunity to hard pivot into the funniest fucking show on TV. You have Jen Aniston.
She's funny.
She's
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let her be. You could do the funniest thing
That would be
that's
really
ever
good.
been on TV. Like, I hope so. Reese Witherspoon gets stuck on the International Space Station. That's good shit. If she
I'd
just
watch
stuck
that.
up there for a season, that's
She's
so
like-
fucking funny.
She's like, that's okay. I love books.
I
up
love
here.
it. I don't even care. It's not even a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how we do recipes. Tube food.
Oh look, the water. It's a bubble. It's a ball that's just floating
Look
there.
at
Tube toilet.
It's not sexual.
I drank my coffee through this little folded piece of paper.
Yeah. I think that's great.
Yeah,
It
okay,
could
maybe
be
I'll
the
watch it.
funniest show on TV.
Yeah, that could
If
be.
anyone wanted to make it that.
How come Severance is taking like 7 years to come back?
Good question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They'll blame it on the strikes, but it's not true.
It's not true.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Like it was.
At this point, it should be done.
It should have
Yeah.
been done almost right before.
Yeah,
the
it's the problem with
strikes.
streaming is everyone's like, wow, I really like this show. Can't wait to watch the next season in 3 years.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what happened.
Yeah.
Well, that's happened, I feel like, on multiple things. Then we just haven't
No,
gone
that's
back.
all the things.
yeah. We just don't go back.
yeah.
haven't gone back.
Yeah.
I have
Why
watched that
this
season
model is
twice.
garbage.
And it's canceled after 3 seasons.
But
Yeah.
then there's like The Bear. I could be wrong. Aren't they
The Bear
doing
seems a
the
little
2
faster.
seasons together?
But I also think The Bear is maybe weird.
It's not streaming.
Yeah, it is. It's Hulu.
But Hulu does a lot of FX
It's
stuff.
FX.
But it's
So it's
FX on Hulu.
But
But it's still FX.
yeah, so they're doing it more
Like
on
it
like
is
a
streaming, but
cable
it's like a
schedule.
network. Yeah.
So I think it's like a
They're
little
trying
bit
to be
Like
more like
FX
TV.
is
I
doing
didn't
it.
know.
Yeah.
FX is a thing.
Yeah.
Hulu's a thing.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
FX on Hulu is a different thing.
Joey,
Yeah.
did you know that FX has the movies?
No, I thought they had
But
the
did you know
meats.
that there's
They've got the
Hulu on
movies.
Disney?
Does FX have the meats?
But did you know that there's Hulu
That's
on
Arby's.
Disney Plus now?
I did.
Yes.
So you can get
yes.
Hulu on Disney Plus on
But can you get
FX.
FX
on
on
Hulu
Hulu
on Disney
on
Plus.
Disney Plus. Wow.
If I subscribe to Hulu Disney Plus with Severance Reach Around,
Yeah.
Yeah.
will it recycle my poop into food?
No,
Yeah.
but you do get access to Max.
Oh.
HBO.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you do get
So
yeah.
kinda.
So I've
Yeah,
just
yeah.
bought cable again
Yeah.
Yes.
at this stage.
Oh, we've all known that it's
Yes.
going to end
Yeah.
up back in cable.
Well,
at some
yeah.
point. It's fine.
That's like
Wow,
when they-
we
You mean the
Oh.
thing that they were used to doing was the way
Yeah.
you made money
actually.
off of this?
Well, the best meme that I've seen about it is they're like, no, it's cable, but they don't have to pay residuals.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool, yeah. So no one gets pension, no one gets
Oh.
fucking insurance.
So
no
in
one
like
gets
20 years, all of this goes away
Yes,
forever.
yes, basically.
Yeah, cool.
Unions don't matter anymore because no one's getting any benefits.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, sure. You guys have your union deals now. In 20 years, you're not going to be here
Yeah.
anymore. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, when they burn through their first crop of college kids and then they don't have anything for the next year, then
Oh, it'll just do what
Then we get to be the generation that works until we're 70, and then all the kids are mad at us.
But only because we have to.
Oh yeah,
They
that's the
don't
difference.
have to.
Yeah.
They're just doing it.
They're just
Yeah.
so
To
rich
cock block
already.
everyone.
They're just so rich.
Yeah, they're just so rich.
Yeah.
I'm at a level of Applejack now that I'll tell you the truth.
They're rich and they gotta leave.
Get out of here.
Figure out something.
That's kind of what I feel, though.
Go
It's
paint. What fucking George W. Bush figure out something. Go figure
that
out
guy's an
something.
idiot.
And he's a
I was
fucking
about to
piece
say,
of
well,
shit.
that's because he's simple.
Wait, are we arguing about
Same.
hang
It's
on.
all the same.
Time out.
Yeah.
Are we screaming about our olds or our youngs? Or
Oh,
are we
our
screaming
olds.
about?
No,
I thought we were
our
screaming
olds.
about our youngs
Our olds.
yelling
No,
at
Scream
us
out
being.
our
No,
olds.
no.
We're talking about our olds.
Yeah, we're back in like.
I want to make sure we're
today's
following
time.
the thread
We're
here.
Yeah,
talking
no,
about
we're-
our
our
olds
olds.
Our
throwing
olds.
glass into the ocean and working our jobs until
Okay.
they're 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because they want to.
anyway,
Because they want to, not because they have to.
Yeah.
at least they're getting rid of TikTok.
God
Thank
bless them.
God.
Good. Great. Any source of joy needs to go
Problem
away.
solved.
Whatever. I don't care. China can have my information. I don't give a shit anymore.
Everyone
the
else
fuck are they
does.
gonna
yeah,
do with
what
it?
are they fucking gonna do with it? I don't care.
I had to let Crumble fucking Cookies have my precise location
and your
just to
social
find out
security
the
number.
flavors. because approximate location settings wasn't good enough.
We don't know for sure.
You're in SoCal.
We don't know for sure. What if there's a
You're
blueberry?
2 miles from the nearest store. Nope, not good enough.
Not close enough.
I need to know precisely
Wow.
where you're located.
Good for them. This
You
is
guys, I
great.
can tell this has been a rough week for everybody.
I think it's very funny. It's the Applejack.
It's the
Hey, but can I
Applejack.
tell you
Yes, you can. What's your
Please.
topic, Kim?
that I learned something this week that I actually find so fascinating?
Great.
And I told Joey, I was a little
She did warn me. about
hesitant
this.
to make it my topic because I didn't want to be something that wouldn't be fun. Not like it was dying birds or anything.
It's not depressing. It's
Who
just
would do dying birds? I did gender reveal parties.
yeah.
But
Good
I
point.
but
Thank you, Brian.
but I really
Mexicans all over again.
And then Kim
It's a fucking Mexican.
and then Kim was mean to Brian, and we had to take the episode down before it released.
I opened myself up for you. This is what I got.
This is what I get for being vulnerable.
I love that you just barf all your screams out in one thing. I don't even know what you said. But
Do you appreciate the fact that I lean back?
yeah,
at
that's a
least?
pro.
No. This is.
That was a pro grab for those of you who
That
are
was good.
watching.
I will say that I do think that like low key, all of us have gotten amazing mic control because we do know when to lean back
Yeah.
when laughing too loud or yelling. I think it's pretty
Turns out-
good.
You just don't scream into a microphone.
Yeah, you just don't scream in.
Except
That's
when
it.
I was angry about the olds earlier, I did scream
Yeah,
directly
you did.
into
Yeah, but that's
Everybody-
for effect.
you were
everybody
caught
but-
up in it.
Everyone but
Yeah.
Joey has learned.
But that's for
you were
effect.
just caught up in the past.
thousands of hours of recorded audio.
It was a crime of passion,
Yeah,
an audio
fair.
crime of passion.
my
Much like-
explosives were passionate.
Much
Yeah.
like the murdering of birds to let everyone know that you're gonna have a baby.
I
the
heard
most unique thing anyone has ever done in their lives.
I heard
Can you
of-
imagine
had a
capturing a pigeon?
baby.
That's the
Yeah.
John Wilson. Have you seen the John Wilson thing?
I don't know.
The How To with John Wilson, where he captures a lady capturing a New York pigeon with a bag.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
just walks away.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy.
What
That
is
means
she doing
that
with
there's
bird?
just like
She probably
people
ate
in
it.
London out here going wow, and then going blip, and then
She
Did
probably took it to eat it.
Did we talk about on this show there was like you could steal a goose from a public park technically, like
yeah, of course,
because it wasn't like anybody's.
grab it by
Yeah,
its
but
dumb
they'll-
fucking
yeah,
neck.
but yeah, you don't. Why do you want to fuck with a goose?
They'll
I
fucking
don't
fight you.
know. I feel like that's what we
The
talked
last
put
thing I
about.
wanna
it,
fuck with
put
is
it
like,
in your
Who the
back
fuck
seat.
wants a goose?
What's your story?
Okay, so I want to talk about whales.
Okay.
Great, good,
Going back to episode 2 here.
good subject.
Yeah,
I heard they
exactly.
have big balls.
Huge.
They're hilarious.
So whale song, we all know what it sounds like, right?
Like
Yeah.
this.
So they discovered whale
That's a
song.
dolphin.
Dolphin.
They can all
God,
have little
embarrassing.
cookies.
Well, they
Jesus.
discovered whale song because
Because
naturally
it's beautiful.
it was a military science.
Because they needed someone to fall asleep
Nope.
to.
We
Okay,
wanted to
like
listen
radar?
for Russian submarines.
Okay, so it's a radar.
So
thing,
we were
of
trying to do
course.
some listening.
They're like, there's
and
all
there
these
was a-
monsters
and
in
an
the
engineer
ocean.
was like, the fuck are these sounds?
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh,
That would really creep me out.
whales.
Oh, thank God. It's just monsters.
It's just ocean monsters.
It's just monsters
So-
communicating against us.
So this engineer got in
For
touch
sure.
with a husband and wife team that studied whales in the late 60s or early 70s.
Yeah.
And he played them this, and they were like, this is amazing. This is like a huge discovery, right?
Yeah.
And so they went, it was humpback whales in the Caribbean.
Yeah, there were.
And they went
Nice.
and recorded
Nice.
a ton of humpback whales.
Yeah, they did.
They put out a record
Nice.
that sold. There was-
I actually didn't process that.
In
put a record out?
1970, they produced
Record
an
scratch in your
album
mind?
called Songs of the Humpback Whale.
Hilarious.
They sold over 100,000
Never
copies.
gonna give you up.
It became the best-selling environmental album in history. And it went a really long way in like nobody cared about whales before. And like basically like Save the Whales kind of started once people were like, oh my God, they
Oh
fucking
my God,
sing.
they sing and they're
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Yeah. And so then
They did a landslide.
they started caring about whales. Wow.
Wow.
I hope you just like picked a
And
song
Wagon
and I'm
Wheel?
trying to say something about Stevie Nicks.
I wasn't trying to.
Okay, good.
I love Stevie Nicks. Why?
I love the whale version of Wagon Wheel.
Yeah.
You guys think they know Blues Traveler yet?
Oh my God.
If I
if
see
they
a
could
whale harmonica, I'll
Yeah.
freak
I'll
out.
fucking
So-
die.
So that's what we all know that, right? Well, I would like you to hear what a sperm whale sounds like.
Oh,
Okay.
do you want to hook up to the audio here?
Mm-mm.
Is that
That's
it?
the whale.
No,
That's
that's
not-
that's
that's not
actually Bones chattering.
Room noise. That's a sperm whale.
That's Bones chattering.
Here, I'll jump ahead a little bit.
That's Bones chattering.
Yeah, that's like a skeleton sound
that's a
effect.
skeleton man.
So I was right with my little clicking noise.
Yeah, you were.
Dicks.
Oh, I don't
It's kind of weird.
like it. Ugh.
That's the
Wait,
sound
did
I
you
make
hear
to
that one?
cats.
It finally was a little bit different. Yeah.
It's
Okay,
like
that
you have
is
the
made
stick.
closer to the dolphin thing.
Yeah.
That's the stick
Yeah.
on the ridge thing.
Yeah.
I don't like. They're too big to do that
So,
sound.
That's what sperm whales sound like.
Not
It's
as
actually too big to do that sound.
And they
not as
so scientists have been studying sperm whale sounds,
Yeah, they have.
and they
Nice.
started to break down the sounds into what they were calling codas, I think.
Liars.
And basically they were
words?
saying like Morse code bits, like 3
Oh,
clicks,
trying to actually figure out
like 2 shorts and a long.
Oh,
Like, is that something we're
interesting.
hearing repeated a lot in there? Like, can we separate repeated
yeah,
sounds
like
in this?
Yeah,
Mm.
like danger.
And so
or
they
like really
had-
simple.
They
Fish,
had come
fish, fish.
across.
yeah.
So they had come
Good
across,
fish.
and this group of scientists that are working on this basically said, we found a handful, maybe like 20 something sounds, codas
That
that
repeat.
we hear, and they sent it to some university to be like, can you do some
Code
like
breaker
computer
shit.
modeling on this or whatever, and like listen to this. So they sent it to them, and
Use your
some
computers, you nerds.
some grad student there, or I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to be the 100% most reliable on this. I'm not reading it from my phone. I'm telling you this from memory. But someone there who was helping them on the
Oh,
project
Kim read the article.
turned
I didn't.
looked at the audio differently, because the way most of this was identified was by looking at the waveform.
Yeah,
on a
sure, that
computer,
makes
right?
sense.
And
Yeah.
looking for
Repeated
repeated
patterns.
patterns. Yeah. So they looked at it differently, kind of like how when you look at a face upside down, your brain doesn't identify it
Makes
as a
another
face, and you can
face.
find things like
it's a vase.
Oh, that
now.
was it. I
more
thought you were saying it
similarities.
yeah, it's a
vase.
vase.
no, it's like if you compare them upside down, you can identify just like the features more than being like, that's a nose. You can be like, it curves upward here. You know what I mean? Like you can
Yeah.
break down the
Yeah.
lines and like
No.
whatever.
You separate
Yeah.
what you are expecting to see from what it is.
Yeah.
Sure. You
So
can do more
she,
detail.
this person looked at it differently.
didn't
Like
know
they
that.
That's what
turned,
drawing on the right side of the brain's about.
they turned the waveform like vertical or whatever, and we're looking at this sounds differently, and identified a bunch more things somehow.
Oh,
Mm.
weird.
And so they've gone from saying, and basically what they're saying is like, we as humans have what we call a phonetic alphabet,
yeah.
right? We have a group of different sounds that we make, and we put those sounds together to be able to communicate with one another
Yeah.
and make words. And we're the only species that we know of that has a phonetic alphabet to make words. So they are saying that they're on the cusp of being able to say that this like list of code is like 120 of them now that they have found repeated. Is basically a sperm whale phonetic alphabet.
We have to kill them.
Whoa.
We have to kill them all. We have to get rid of them.
What are they talking about?
But they're basically
we have to kill them. They have to go. They have to go. They have to go. We gotta get them. We gotta get them out of here.
5 years from now.
Oh my God, they gotta go.
Guys, I was actually reading about this earlier. It turns out the most common thing that they talk about is how jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
Oh my God.
I thought it was LOLJKpodcast.com.
No, dude,
that's our main audience.
Way better plug.
That's the problem.
LOLJKpodcast.com.
Damn,
they forgot the podcast part.
Sperm whale.
That's how I talk to cats. Whenever I see a cat, I'm like,
is that true?
And the cat's
true.
like,
not
cat's
how
like
you should talk to cats.
They fucking love it.
I meow to them accurately.
Yeah.
I meow as well, but that sound makes them look at you.
Yeah, because they hate it.
It's made me many a feline
because you're
friends.
talking fish.
Yeah, because you're talking whale.
Terrifying. But here's the thing I think of, which is like, then when you listen to humpback whales, it's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, yeah.
Also, but then I'm like, are they communicating? And it's like even more.
So this is what
like
they've
even
been
more
saying.
detailed,
you have to, like, speed it up.
Are they, or is it like art?
They're saying basically, if that's what they find out, this is like finding intelligent life in space somewhere. Like
Sure.
this is,
yeah.
But they need to do,
which is why they must be killed.
So they don't have any. They have not been able to like say this pattern means this. They're not there yet.
Yeah.
But they've basically said
there's a pattern.
they're gonna.
Well,
basically,
you would have to
the
like
next
track
step
what
is
they
record just millions of hours of sperm whale audio sounds.
Sure.
And then get ChatGPT to tell us what they're saying.
No, thank you.
Like, I mean, that's a very simplified version.
Is that what they're saying?
But put it into computer models.
ChatGPT will also say that they need
and
to
then
use
if
glue.
they can find something, like they can find a pattern, then they could potentially get one of these computer models that can like listen to a bunch of a human talking and make a deep fake of that
so
human's
they're gonna
voice.
basically, so all right,
make a
I know
machine
how it's
that
gonna be.
speaks sperm whale.
They feed it in, and then it comes out, and they're like, ugh, why don't girls like nice guys?
That's all it says.
I should smile more.
What the fucking incel shit?
But they've said, like, we don't know what, Brian, you were like fish or whatever. We don't know if their
I
language
totally
is
plowed
like,
this other whale.
Yeah.
Bro.
Cool,
so they're like, so what are
Did
they
you see
talking
the ass
about?
on Gina?
They're
Hell
like, what are
yeah.
they talking about?
See the fins on Gina?
Are they forming sentences?
You should got them things.
You got,
Like,
she got them fins.
like
you
noun,
see
verb,
them, you
sentence.
see the mouth bristles on Betty over there?
You got that Bailey.
Yo, that bitch
But
eating
they
a
said-
lot of krill.
They said this like they can travel in groups of like 1,000 whales, and mostly they're in the dark. So like
Jeez.
they could be communicating about
That's
other
horrifying
things.
to
But
me,
can
by
they
the way.
can they
And
not
that, like-
see in the dark?
That's
And, well,
why
they're
you never
saying
go in the ocean.
communicating in
Yeah,
water
horrifying.
is very different. They could be communicating to animals or other whales that are hundreds of miles away, like because of the way sound
true,
and waves
yeah.
travel in water compared to in air, like how we speak. But they were like,
Yo,
for all we
we're
know,
over here.
they're like gossiping about other whales because like they're making these noises.
If we found
for
out that they
hours.
were talking shit, that's the best fuck. Like, well, do
Yeah.
you mean like that they're talking?
They're
mean
making
like
these noises for hours.
it
So they're
seems
not
like they're
just
having
saying
a conversation.
there's food here. Because
yeah.
they're talking for hours.
Well,
Yeah.
but
Right?
the
Like,
question
what
is,
are
are
they
they
saying?
but are they recognizing like a call and response?
Yeah, I don't know. They
That's
they
the
need to do a
difference.
lot more research on it. They're acknowledging this. That
Turns
they're
out-
like very early in this, but they've identified certain patterns and that they've identified like basically what they think could be a phonetic alphabet in these sperm whale clicks and
That's
sounds.
amazing.
It's so amazing.
It is cool. It is genuinely very cool. I think they are incels. There's no way that
Sperm whales?
well, I just mean like there's no way that animals aren't talking about some sort of baser, weirder thing. Maybe
Yeah.
they aren't, but I just mean like
It's all survival.
I bet
based,
that's
so-
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you're living in the dark, actually, can they see in the? They must
I
be able
don't
to
know.
see.
Do they
I
have
don't know.
bat
I mean, they're not
stuff?
always
probably
in
have,
the
like,
deep dark water, but they're just like saying that a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah,
times.
say, do
they're
they do
spending
bat
time in the dark.
stuff?
I bet it could be that. Well,
Is that all
Well,
they're
we know
doing?
dolphins do that.
Yeah.
With their
Yeah.
clicks?
But,
Is that all they're doing, or just like
They're probably
sonar?
down there being
Well,
like,
that's the other thing.
guys
Is
see-
it like a utilitarian? Just like, are we just trying to echolocate? I mean, they must have ruled that out.
Yeah, they're
Because,
smarter
like,
than us.
Why would you be like they're talking and then you're like, well, no, it's obviously echolocation.
Yeah,
I mean, I hope not.
Do you think
Also,
they're down there
why
just
do
going like,
humpback
it's
whales
fucking cold down
sound
here?
Do you
so
guys
different?
know what would be so cool is if we got a sperm whale
on the
and
show?
we captured it and then we did a gender reveal and then we painted it whatever color.
And then we put it out on a fox hunt.
Mm-hmm. And then we kicked it out into the sea and then we hunted it. And then whatever one, and then you pull it out, its corpse out of the water.
And that's
Bloody.
the color.
Terrible.
I thought at first that you were doing a pest again.
Speaking horrible, it's horrible language.
And then
It's
that's
horrible.
the
But it's
color that your
painted-
baby's
But
gonna
it's
be.
painted pink and it's beautiful.
And that means you get a
The
pink
whole
baby.
whale.
Yeah, the whole whale.
And the best part was sperm whale. You got that ambergris. You can light your lanterns for a
Oh
long
my
time.
God,
All of
yeah.
your lanterns are lit.
Your
For your
lantern-
baby,
I'll be honest.
Lantern's
and,
lit.
and it's not to say that the miracle was not a miracle, but you got 8 days. You got 8 days of oil.
oh, minimum.
That's gonna
It-
burn.
what ambergris
That's gonna
is
burn.
like that. It's like
I think that's what they use for like perfume and stuff. But the whale
It
oil.
is,
The
yeah,
whale
it's-
oil.
it's
Either
whale
way,
oil.
either way, the sperm whale is what was hunted
Also,
to near
Brian
extinction.
is definitely, and I know where Brian got this knowledge.
Futurama.
It is Futurama.
That's where I got it.
Yeah.
Don't think you're above
No,
that.
because it was the same place that I got the knowledge.
Yeah.
And they
I had
could
no idea
confirm.
what that was until then.
Precious ambergris.
Yeah.
They
Roseanne
do
Barr
echolocate,
explained to us
though.
what
Your guide to
ambergris
facts,
was.
yeah.
It's been Roseanne, your guide to fact. But I mean, whale oil though was like something that was sperm whales were hunted for whale oil that they used for
Joey
lamps.
and I were talking
But I don't
about,
know if
ironically,
ambergris. I don't know if ambergris was the same as like
it's
the
very
whale oil.
funny
It's
that
different.
Roseanne taught us about ambergris because Joey and I were talking about how Roseanne was killed in the Connors.
With an overdose.
An overdose, potentially. We don't quite remember.
I think it was an overdose.
Why is it funny then that she taught us about ambergris?
She was on Futurama.
Because she was
Yeah.
on Futurama. And then
I thought there
Joey
was
and I were
like
talking-
it's funny that she taught us about ambergris because she
Well,
was
I
killed by a
gonna say,
whale.
'cause Joey
Like
and I
I thought
were
there was a
talking-
She was
connection
eaten
there.
by a whale.
I mean, there is a whale predominantly in that episode.
In the Connors.
Yeah.
What's
and then
happening?
she died of an overdose.
What is happening?
We should watch the Connors.
Yeah.
Do you think
Uh,
sperm whales and humpback whales can communicate with each other?
No. I don't speak like tribal dialects or anything.
You
Oh.
could have also said German.
She died of an opioid overdose in 2018.
On the show?
On the show, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Sorry.
What a bitch ass thing to do. It's so fucking funny.
What?
It's not a funny thing. to
Tribal
opioid
dialects?
overdose, but-
Why do you
What?
so think tribal dialects is so
I
funny?
don't know. I just love the point Brian said you could have just said German. Like, why did you pick tribal dialects?
I don't know.
As
In my
an
head-
example
Yeah,
of
it
a
is correct.
language you can't speak.
In my head,
Yeah.
I saw.
You could say, yeah, you could have said Spanish.
Yeah.
You could have said,
I can speak Spanish. I went through Mexico. As
Norwegian.
discussed on the Mexicast.
I think Joey was making a connection to clicks.
that was what it was. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. That was probably it. Yeah.
You
Almost
don't
certainly.
even know.
No.
No?
Anyway,
No, I actually don't.
then it was just trying to contribute to the
Shut your
conversation.
dick up.
So, fuck me. Anyway, it's from Eggman.
I agree.
I bet it would sound like turtle, whatever.
Turtle with no bones.
Trying to communicate with, or no, the Transformers. What was it?
I don't know. That's a really good start to the story, though.
No, what was the thing that you and Kyle were talking to each other as that was just
It was
noises?
Turtle with no bones and Willy Wonka with something. That was
I
it.
don't remember
I
that.
did a cartoon about it.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Willy Wonka with a tongue that
A poisonous
had-
tongue.
Well, no, and that wasn't even me. That,
was
was
Brian.
you and Brian. Me
God.
and you were together. I was the guacamole.
Okay, sorry.
Guacamole mummy.
Did Brian leave? Oh, Brian left. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
even know he
yeah,
left.
yeah. I
He's back.
Brian.
Oh, I thought there was
Brian.
gonna be a gentle kiss.
Brian, Kim was an asshole to me while you were gone.
Oh, should we delete this episode?
Yeah, we should delete this one. I feel attacked.
I was gonna do what Brian did, but yeah.
This is from Michael Andrag. This is another origin story.
Heard it.
I've Brian or Kyle's going to the bathroom. I found you guys through Newgrounds through Destructo Box.
actually nuts.
That's yeah. You guys were such young boys trying to break into the Boffo biz. D-Box made it to YouTube. Boxcast became a thing. Listen to every episode all the time. Fun fact, Destructo Box was on YouTube first, and we went to Newgrounds because I wanted to be on Newgrounds because I love Newgrounds.
Yeah.
It was on YouTube first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Early adopters, man.
Huh. Look at us.
You don't even know.
No.
It was probably on
I remember
YouTube
Newgrounds.
before you started on it. Because when you started on it, that's when we went to Mondo, and then it was only on Mondo.
I started before Mondo.
Right before, right?
No, I was there almost from the beginning.
But we got onto Mondo like halfway through, didn't we?
No, I was all Newgrounds. I thought I was there from the beginning. I thought it was all on Newgrounds.
No, because we had to redo a bunch of the stuff I did when you showed up. And it was around Pea Soup. I don't remember where that was, but I had your first one was Pea Soup, and everything before that we remastered, quote unquote, for release on Mondo.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So I'll take your word for it.
I remember that.
All right.
Anyway.
I feel like it was before Mondo, though.
It
was well before Mondo.
It probably was, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we put it on Newgrounds anymore once Mondo started.
Yeah, and Mondo was like, it had been a couple of years. We were doing it already before that.
Yeah.
So.
D-Box made it to YouTube. Boxcast became a thing. Listened to every episode all the time. Then Boxcast was no more. Sadness surrounded me.
I blame Phil.
Yeah, me too. I was having the worst day in a long time. A homeless dude spilled a tall boy on my work pants while I was on a bus.
Oof.
Had to turn around and head home. It was then I got an alert. Alas, a new show. And the rest is history. Some deep Boxcast cuts. Phil got Joey a D-Box Joey phone case for his iPhone 4, which is true, and I still have it.
Mm-hmm.
The spam for boxing equipment. I don't know what that means. And so much more. Through the evolution of the network, I have listened to the crew grow from young, fresh out of college adults to grown people with children. I'm a few years younger than you guys, and every episode was like a glimpse into what those few years could be.
The near future.
Depressing at times.
I hope it's gone better for you than us.
Depressing at times, happy at times, but all in all, great. Keep the show up, but don't feel beholden to keep trucking on. You have given the world...
We'll do whatever we want!
You have given the world...
Is he saying we should quit?
That felt like that.
Felt like he was like, you guys could like...
If you guys want to hang it up, you don't have to do it.
You could
No
stop.
one's
We'd all
mad.
understand if you threw in the towel.
Got it.
I know what he's saying because I've thought about that.
If you were gonna make money, you would have done it.
So if you stop,
it's fine. The Discord can continue.
Hey, we're at 51 now. We're on the way.
Pretty good.
Sky's the limit, dude.
51. It only took 10 years. Keep the show up. Don't feel beholden to keep trucking on. You have given the world and selfishly me enough content for a long time. I hope the shows are still fun for everyone.
We're never ending.
Have created a
You're
weird...
never
stop.
getting rid of us.
I don't give a shit.
I think it goes back to the issue that we've talked about for many, many years. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Is that if we don't do this show, it builds.
We actually would all
we just
become
become sarcastic
people.
assholes at work.
Well, this is the thing. It's either that we have to do the show or we have to start doing sketch comedy or something again.
or stand
and
up.
it's a terrible idea. And I can't do that to myself.
Yeah.
None of us can do it.
And?
Yes. Oh, no. I took an improv class.
Oh! Don't pull that gun out on me.
Are you holding it right?
It's a dildo.
Are you doing it like that? Or are you doing it like this?
You all have created a weird...
Can I get a job from somebody? Job. Sex worker. I heard sex worker.
We've all fucked each other. It's not a big deal.
Our penises are
It's
constantly
cool.
out.
I hate a lot of people, but I think that they'll give me a job, which is really just our business.
It's
general.
kind of the
Yeah.
business.
But also
I mean,
mostly
we are
comedy,
kind of
though.
sex workers in our
It is
own
mostly
way.
comedy. And we are
Yeah,
all sex workers
in our own
way.
We got to be
way.
sex pests. That's why we're not
way.
making money.
God damn it, we've talked about this so much.
Yeah.
We know the answer.
Yeah.
God, I need more Applejack.
Kyle.
Here.
Kyle,
No, I don't want yours.
Would you-
No, Kim needs it.
would you
Nope.
fucking pick the paper up off the floor slowly or something.
Oh,
I'm trying to be a sex
pencil.
pest. I'm not good at it.
Joey, push the button that closes the door to the podcast.
Hey, yeah. Morning show me.
Shoot him into space?
You want to go to the moon?
The fucking moon, dude. Let's go. Shoot me and my chihuahua to the moon.
Does she have a chihuahua on the show?
No, in
Okay.
Legally Blonde.
Oh,
Still doing that.
God damn it. I've never seen it.
Hey,
Shoot me and my husband Adam Scott to the moon. That's
Adam Scott's her husband?
No, that's Pretty Little Liars. Or no, that's Big Little Lies.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm mixing all the Reese Witherspoon verse together.
He doesn't know.
Oh, got it. Okay.
The Witherspooniverse all together. Big Little
Witherspooniverse.
Lies. That's her husband in that is Adam Scott.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's great. He's great. He gets to do some real acting in it. It's really good.
Like he did in that one show where he got jerked off all the time?
Which one was that?
Tell Me You Love Me?
Nice, dude.
Adam Scott was in that show.
No, I didn't know he got jerked off a bunch.
Yeah, by that lady
Severance,
from
he
Lost.
gets to do a lot of.
There's so many ladies in Lost.
The Penny, Desmond's girlfriend.
Whoa.
She jerks him off in that show, and
That's
it's
a good
all
lady.
like HBO
Can I
show.
say something? Good lady to get jerked off by.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't remember which one she is.
She wasn't
blonde.
She wasn't in it very much.
Okay.
She was mostly in flashbacks because
She was in
wasn't
one
on
of the
the
most
island.
devastating moments.
Saying that she's blonde is about all I could do to describe her as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
but she's in one of the most devastating
what is that
moments
one?
of the entire. Not Penny's boat is maybe one of the most
Not Penny's
devastating
Boat.
moments in the entire show.
Oh man, he puts it up to the
My favorite, not my favorite Hobbit, but he is a good Hobbit.
Oh,
He's a
that's
good
right. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, remember how they're all in limbo and dead anyway?
Remember how that show was good for
But not
3
always.
seasons?
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah.
3 seasons, best show on TV.
Yeah.
Show on
And
TV.
then
Hands down.
And then they went on for 4 more seasons.
And then I watched it to the bitter end.
I did too.
Yep, we all
Yeah.
did. We did.
You all have created a weird as fuck community, and I would not trade it for the world. Wait, that was a bit hyperbolic. Of course, I would trade it for a fat stack of money. Do you hear that, scientist? I will
Same!
I will trade my memories of a niche
What are you
podcast
talking
network,
about?
I would leave all of you.
You're all dead to me.
including my husband and children.
Yes.
She can get a new
I
one.
I was
married-
being him.
Oh,
I'm married
Jeez.
to none of you. This is great.
do you hear that, scientist? I will trade my memories of a niche podcast network for fat cash.
Well,
Sincerely, Eggman.
I
I
don't
hope
blame
it
you.
happens. I hope someone offers
Let us
you
know
that.
how that works.
I hope
'cause-
someone offers you Total Recall.
Yeah.
He did do a PS, and I'm gonna paraphrase a little bit so we can keep going.
Mhm.
He said he had a couple instances where laughing was not appropriate while he was listening to the show.
Oh, sure.
What does that mean?
Hundo episode. The show dropped before I had my wisdom teeth pulled. I remember
Oh,
listening to the
God.
first half of it as I made my way to the oral surgeon,
Oh no.
sitting in the quiet waiting room listening to the bingo cards slowly get filled in. I was wearing big fuck off size headphones and did not realize how loud I was laughing until a nurse or some kind of medical person tapped me on the shoulder and asked me to calm down.
The best part about
I thought the story was going to be about post drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
not pre-drugs.
Right before he
Yeah.
does it. I listened to the rest of the show while high on painkillers.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
and
That's
completely
what
forgot
thought.
I had listened to it for 3 days until I opened my phone and I was like, hell yeah, episode 100.
that tracks.
Yeah. Kim's evolution to
That's
yes
good.
and.
Oh.
Hellhole topic where Kim improvised a scene involving lazy construction workers just throwing up some cheap netting surrounding a hole to hell. I was walking across Olive and 10th Street and saw people doing construction in a hole surrounded by orange plastic fencing. And he has a picture.
That's how they do.
There's a picture.
He's a picture of that he was walking by. Image above is a year from when it happened. Shows cones, but the fence was up, I swear. Laughing at the coincidence, I almost got hit by a car.
Okay.
The
Kim's
beehole.
first yes and.
Yeah, the beehole lasering.
Oh,
Sitting
God.
in my cube when the recording Kyle made started playing.
Man, I had a laser appointment on Friday, and I thought about that, and I just thought of when I asked. And yes, that's what I thought of. Kyle's. That's what I thought of when I was there on Friday.
She's like, this motherfucker is gonna make me laser his asshole. I'm gonna make him say what he
Yeah,
wants.
because what they say-
It
what
does
they
feel like
do-
she was like, you gotta tell me.
What they do when you go is they're like, okay, I see we're gonna do this, 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 and this, and I'm like, yep. And I was just thinking, I was just thinking about how he did that and that little sound.
And I will say all credit to Kyle. I wouldn't have done it,
Yeah.
but you got
fine.
through it, and you
Yeah.
got a shiny, smooth asshole out of it.
So one time I should have kept up with it.
you would have eventually not had hair.
That's what I'm
grow
saying.
back, yeah.
Should have kept up with it.
Sitting in my cube. Okay. When the recording Kyle made started playing, I laughed so hard I almost pissed myself. My manager came in and yelled at me for being too loud. And then basically any episode, I would giggle to myself riding the bus every day. I would get lots of looks from people thinking I was crazy. Some random episode with lots of yelling. A passenger on the bus heard the screaming and was like, "What the fuck are you listening to?" I pulled the stop string and just got off instead of explaining.
He literally went.
Pulled the ripcord.
Got out. Gotta go. That's how you describe the podcast to
That
somebody.
is a good.
That's
like,
what he's like.
Someone
how you
heard the screaming, so I pulled the stop.
Instead of
cord.
explaining to them it was a comedy podcast about friends,
yelling.
I just
Yelling
stopped the bus I was on
chose
and
to
left.
walk
It's
the
a
rest
comedy.
of the way.
I couldn't be like it's a comedy podcast about yelling friends. I pulled the cord to stop the entire bus so I could get off.
I mean, to be
Fuck
fair,
me,
in those early
so
days,
funny.
it was a very
Yeah,
yelly
if it's
show.
early days, yeah, it is. If you listen to those first 50 episodes, that is like you know us intimately, and like it is like that you really tried hard. You did try to really like this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, everyone says it's good. I haven't figured it out.
Everyone?
Yet. I gotta...
Yeah, everyone's not saying it's
Well,
good.
you know what I'm saying.
Some
It's
people
like
said it's
that.
good.
Some people said it's good.
You
A
got to
lot
get
of
through
a lot of
season 3.
people. A lot of people.
You
got to
get
good.
through season 3 and
through
then it
season
gets
3.
really
You gotta get
good.
where she goes to space.
I
You
heard
gotta
someone
get to
goes
the
to space in
You gotta
season
get to the
3.
fuck.
They all got there at the same time.
I think we just had enough. I think we just had enough okay stuff. Like we had a fuck pit. I think we just had an iconic bit enough
to springboard
I
off
think
to the
so.
next one.
Yeah, I think so. Where
Well,
you were
whatever
ready to
works.
go. It's fine. Yeah.
Now
Some
that-
people have 0 iconic bits, and I think that we have
Oh fuck you
So
guys!
many.
I
a
dropped powder.
numerous amount of
I was about to
iconic
say,
bits.
Joey, was that powder?
Oh God, powder! No,
Powder down.
powder
Sorry.
down,
Powder down.
powder down.
Now that those
Oh
little
God, a powder down.
now that those little stories are out of the way,
You're
let
gonna
me
need a
tell you
vacuum.
about the community you guys have fostered over the years.
Kim,
Between
give me
the-
your Applejack.
Between the Discord and the Slack, I've been keeping an eye
you
on
drinking
and
it?
watching
No,
the community
I'm not
grow. Something about your style of humor draws people in that have a certain vibe that
Mhm.
immediately clicks with everyone. I listen to a lot of podcasts and I'm a member of several related Discord communities, and none feel as groovy as the Explosive Magico one.
Oh, nice.
Groovy.
You have a great group of fans, and I know that the podcast has helped many people through some hard and trying times, and I know it has for me.
Yeah.
As for me, I went from stacking boxes in a warehouse, listening to the show with one earphone in my ear all day, to working remotely as a software developer from my bedroom. I can play every episode
love that.
as loud as I want, and you bet your ass I do. Times change, we grow, we pop out some kids or duplicate children like an extra piece of paper that comes out from the printer for some weird ass reason. I guess what I'm trying to say in a disjointed way is yes, the show has changed over the years, but to your big fans, so have we. Sincerely yours, Eggman LOLJK Emeritus.
We love that.
Oh, that was nice.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Eggman.
I will also say I do think that there is, and if you've, I mean, this is like it's a weird sell. It's not meant to be a sell, but like if you have liked this show for a while and you have like not jumped on the Patreon to get on the Discord at least,
Yeah.
like it is just.
It's your people, dude.
It is like
Get in it.
it is like
I'm sorry, dude.
very specifically your people.
Yeah.
Like that is no joke.
Do you
Like,
want
that
friends?
is
There's a
that
lot
it.
of friends there.
Would you like to make friends?
Yeah.
And one of the things that really like I've really enjoyed about that is like the fact that like people have met each other. People have gone to visit one another. You know what I like that is like a very that's a normal thing, Brian. What he has.
That's for miniature painting.
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like it
Sorry.
just is. But yeah, there is something where like if you are like, oh, I love this show. I like this. I like this very specific thing. Like the Discord and the Patreon are very much that. It is. Would you just like to have friends?
It's too specific.
Like, do you just want to have friends like that?
Once you
like
hit the
all
buy-in.
of the same shit.
Once you hit the buy-in, it's too specific for you to not get along with other people that like
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
correct.
So I think, especially if you've been listening for a long time, write in, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave a 5-star review.
Leave a 5-star review.
Put
Let
it
us
on-
know.
Put it on Apple iTunes,
Oh,
Spotify.
Yeah. Let me
You
check
can
that.
find the Ghost of Stitcher.
But
Stitcher.
there's
Yeah,
a,
Stitcher.
And let us know how it
join
works.
join the
even
Patreon
is
for
it?
free. Like we don't judge if you're on the free tier.
Yeah, that's
Just-
also
yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
join.
Absolutely.
You still get access
I don't know.
Well,
if
you don't
do.
get access to the
to
I think
Discord.
the
But
book.
No, the
that you
Discord.
read?
I think the Discord you have,
have to
to
pay?
at least
Discord
pay
you have to
once.
pay.
Did we set it up?
Yes.
I set it up.
No,
Brian, you didn't do shit.
Joey and I set it up.
Did you set it up?
Yeah,
I did it, and then everyone got invited by accident.
Oh,
That's
the Discord.
right.
Yeah, the Discord
right.
was.
That's right.
The Discord was one of those nightmares.
It was really
the
funny,
Discord was birthed into existence exactly how this podcast was birthed into existence. Just what?
Whoa,
A
what
lot
are we
of people
doing here?
confused.
I was thinking about doing this thing. I've been working on it. Oh, it happened.
Oh
Yeah.
God, it happened.
Well, I was setting it up to like, if you were a patron at this level, you should get invited to the Discord. And then I like put all that back end hooks in. And then when I was just like save, it just automatically sucked people into our Discord.
Right.
The
Which
Discord
is-
didn't exist.
Which is one of the funniest things that's ever happened.
Everyone just started showing up and be like, "What is this?
What the
am I
God
doing?"
fuck? What?
I just like the
Why?
I like the idea of like if you could visually see like a blank Discord page and all of a sudden it's just like bloop.
That's
I
kind of
mean,
what it
no,
was.
that's literally what happened.
Everyone-
and,
no one knew-
and a ton
But,
of
like, I
people
would've, like,
were just
it
like,
would've been-
well, I guess we're here. Okay, great.
The best part
Oh, we're
was
here now. Oh, okay.
they didn't accept. They just were there.
No, yeah, it wasn't you were invited.
You were just in.
You were
You're
just
just in it.
sucked into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Now you're invited, by the way.
Yeah, you were forced in. Anyway,
Well, I
you
mean,
can join.
You pay to join it, so you're invited.
You can join the Patreon for free to keep up with us. All the Patreon posts of the actual episode are available to everyone, as well as the movies on tape and all that stuff. So just
Yeah.
sign up for free to at least bookmark it. And then
Yeah.
if you have the ability to sign up for 1 month, for one billing cycle, I think then Patreon will automatically invite you to the Discord.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Otherwise, I would just send it because I don't care. But it's as stuff is billed.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
do have to pay money to get into the Discord.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the trick. That's the trick.
That's the trick. So, Kyle, let's do your topic. Or,
Yes.
You have a topic, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it then.
What are you talking about?
Because
You
it's
think I
just
don't
the
have a
show's
topic?
getting
Of course I
long,
have a
so I
topic.
didn't want to.
Oh, well, mine's a very short topic that I'm actually shocked that Kim didn't bring up because it's about her favorite thing in the entire fucking world,
Uh-oh.
the Olympics.
I do really fucking. I tried to
I
teach
know.
Ollie how to shot put today.
Shut the fuck up.
And
He
that's
was-
how the window broke.
He was throwing
You
a
don't know how
rock.
to shot put.
He was throwing rocks in the front yard, and I was like, no, like this. And
There's a hole back in your shoulder.
I was
Yeah.
like, you put it here, and then you lean
What if
back
he's
with one
amazing
hand
at it,
by
though?
Your,
How
No.
cool would it be if they were good at track and field? What is the sport that you would like for them? Like, no pressure. I just mean, like, what for you? Like, what would you be like? Damn, if they're good at
curling.
this sport, that'd be really
It
fun
would
to
be
watch.
curling would make sense. It
Yeah.
would be full circle.
But what would be like the thing that you're like? Oh,
that
that'd
I
be
wouldn't
fun.
mind going and doing all
Yeah,
the time
yeah,
with
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not baseball.
Darts?
Yeah, baseball is boring.
I don't
Is
know.
that an Olympic sport?
Is it basketball?
Darts?
Probably basketball. I don't really want
Ugh.
them to.
Shooting hoops?
Ugh.
Slam
Basketball's
it, slam
pretty
it,
They
dunk.
have
exciting.
zero interest in basketball
Yeah.
right now, though.
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean, you don't know.
I mean, one of them's really good at it.
Yeah, I thought one
Yeah,
of them was
well,
supposed to
that's
be
what I
real good
heard.
at it.
One of them hit a basket one time, and the other one was like, Jesus
He's really
Christ.
good.
It's Michael
Are you
Jordan.
fucking kidding me?
Well, apparently they're also really good at dodgeball.
Okay, they're not. There's almost certainly. Well, I guess I'm saying that as an adult that's played adult dodgeball. I'm just saying I know the strategies. Fuck those kids up.
Kyle's out immediately with a ball to the balls.
Oliver
cannot
told Joey,
wait for them to ask me to play dodgeball. I will kill your children.
Oliver told Joey he could survive 30 rounds against him this week.
That's not correct. That's actually
it's
way
not.
too many. Yeah. Well, actually, no.
cut to him getting poof.
Question is, what's the round? What's a round?
I
Till
don't know.
the other person's out.
And wait, who he gets to have it against Joey?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's dead. Yeah, even Joey is. Yeah,
I'm
even,
good at
even you're
dodgeball.
done. Like, no, absolutely. Like,
I got an arm.
is a round like one shot each?
I have no
No,
idea.
it's
what
like
a round
when
is.
there's no players on the team.
Oh, then yeah,
He said he could do 30 rounds against me.
no.
And I told Kim, I was like, do I need to just destroy him?
Yeah, you actually do have to hurt him. Yeah,
But no,
You-
like,
yeah.
do I let him win a little bit?
No, you have to hit him with the ball really hard.
Hit him straight out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Let him know. Let him know he loses out of the gate.
And you
need to
make
hit
this
him-
abundantly clear. He has too much confidence. You
Knock him
must
down.
tamp it down.
Yeah. It's the kind
I
where
am
you catch
powerful.
a ball. You catch a ball and you fly backward.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if even if he does it right and he technically wins, he must
Pay
be-
for it.
It must be he must pay for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it's about the Olympics, and of course, it is that the anti-sex beds
Oh, yes.
have once again arrived.
Yep.
In Paris.
Yeah.
Just
for
in
the
time.
The
Olympics.
easily breakable kind?
So yeah, so I'm
That's what it
actually
was last
I feel
time.
like we must have we talked
Yeah,
about
it was
we
like
must have talked
cardboard
about
bed
it.
they
Yeah,
tried to do last time.
But like,
it's
I don't
made
know
by-
how a full adult-bodied athlete doesn't just
I
lay down in that
don't
bed and break.
know. Also, like half of them,
Because they're like
also
this big.
half of
No,
also they're
Gymnasts,
all,
what
but
about
also
real athletes.
but also they're like wow.
That's not what I meant. As soon as it was coming out of my
Also,
mouth,
that's
I
like your
knew.
favorite one.
I know.
Hot
Wow.
Gymnasts are very much real
Wow.
athletes.
Well,
What I
they're
mean,
tiny.
What I
They're-
mean is
but-
like,
and they're like
grown
14.
adult athletes.
But I will say that but you are right. The difference is gymnastics people
like
are
shot
like
put. Let's go
they-
back to that.
the end of
Shot
the
put person
end
is
of
not laying on
yeah,
that
that's
bed.
like a 250-pound person.
Yeah.
But like gymnastics, you are maybe 14 maximum, and you haven't had your period yet. Like that is
What's
like,
the one where you have a ball on a chain and you swing around?
That's
Hammer throw.
Hammer
Yeah.
throw.
Oh, I was gonna say that's Elden Ring.
Yeah,
You
same
were
thing.
thinking of Elden Ring.
Yes, I was.
Hammer throw.
I usually am.
But yes, so the anti-sex beds, they don't call them anti-sex beds, but they're made by a company called Airweave, which did
Mm-hmm.
the anti-sex beds in
Last time.
Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
And so like they are cardboard and they are twin
Twin
sized.
Also,
For
not the appropriate
non-fucking.
size for
No, but that's the thing.
Made it
That's
work.
the big
a
thing
big
is like
athlete.
but like if you're 7 feet
A basketball,
tall, like, these
an
people
Olympic
are
basketball
freaks of
player is not going to
nature.
fit on a twin
Also-
size
Like, yeah,
bed.
you're not. If you are 6 feet tall, and that's normal for a
My
crazy
5-year-old
athlete.
sleeps in a twin size bed.
Yeah,
Like an Olympic athlete should not have
in
to
college,
sleep in a
we
twin
slept
size
in a
bed.
twin
but
size
here's
bed
the
together.
other thing: is like
Well, that was
if you're
stupid.
talking about
Yeah.
fuck fests with elite world class athletes,
Well, you can make it happen
who
anywhere.
gives a shit?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It does not, man.
Exactly. That's the whole point. It's
They
like, if
can
you're
do
gonna
it
do it
standing up.
You do it on the ground. It's
So why give them shitty beds?
Exactly.
They can
Yes.
fuck
If anything-
anywhere.
if
Yeah.
anything, you're
Okay.
setting them up
They're
for
so powerful.
you're setting them up for injury to screw up their
Correct.
Olympic
Correct.
Yeah.
hopes and dreams.
fucking
You give them
correct.
all
Totally correct.
minimum queen size,
minimum queen size.
all basketball. Get a California King
Oh my lord, they're so tall.
each.
And
Also,
if that's even
two,
big enough.
maybe
The
two
Olympics,
if you're big
you know,
center.
they come in here. They're going to be local. We need to make sure that we don't
we
do this shit.
we have
LA
to talk.
Olympics. We
Kim-
don't need no
Kim,
shitty
you're right.
beds at LA
Listen,
Olympics.
there's a
We
lot of
gotta do
things that
this
we got to
right.
talk about the LA Olympics. We got to get involved.
I mean, fair point. There's a lot of shit they got to
We
get
got to get
sorted
involved.
for LA Olympics.
One traffic.
But one of them.
Two
beds.
Also, actually, the only thing I'm excited about is like, do we get to go to the Olympics?
Well, also, I've
Are
been
we
saying
gonna
this
get
for
cheap?
years.
Are they gonna do local tickets? Like,
Well,
can you
okay,
get a
so look,
discount for local?
much
For
as
like
Kyle-
producers and directors.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like,
As
are you
much-
gonna get like
as
local
much
tickets?
as I would
It's
like
gonna be
to do
Jack
that,
Nick. It'll be Jack
I
Nicholas.
feel like what we
Nicholson.
actually do
Nicholas?
is
Would you like to inspire your
clean the
children
house up?
to dunk?
no, clean the house
On
up
Joey
and
and
we
leave?
rent this shit out
Yeah.
Ooh.
and
you
we
leave.
get the fuck out of
And they
Dodge.
don't know how far away it is.
Yeah.
exactly.
They look at it. They look at a
They're
map and
gonna
go.
have some kind of
"Oh,
venue
that's
up
like,
here by us.
It'd be so cool for you to own property.
They're gonna
I
have
hope
that.
I do.
They're gonna have that new
I got.
that
Oh,
that new
no.
Rams facility is gonna be over here, right? They're gonna
Oh,
have
I
some
don't have
kind
a
of
lot.
Olympic
I don't have
something
a lot of
happening
time.
here.
I don't have a lot
Kyle,
of time.
Dying every day.
Just win the lottery.
You got
You'll be
4
fine.
years.
4
Well-
years till we're dead.
Yeah. Well, no.
No,
to
till the
own
Olympics.
to
The
own-
Olympics are here.
to own property, and yeah, win the lottery has been like a thing my mom's wanted for a long time for me
It's kind of a plan.
and for herself.
Yeah.
So
Also,
there you go.
they're fine because once again, they're of a generation. They just got consistent work and they just got paid and they saved.
And like the cost of living
and
was
they're-
normal for their
and
wages.
they're both retired in their 60s and they're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
They're perfectly fine. They own their home. That's not a problem. She
I
doesn't
wanna-
need to win the fucking lottery. She should win the lottery to give it to me.
I want to counter what you were saying when what Brian was saying about the
Yes.
beds.
Yeah.
I think
They should
If-
be so small.
they should get
Snow beds?
They should get wedges and swings.
Oh, we should support the
Oh,
sexy.
just
and
full up.
absolutely. No, I agree.
cabinets full of tools.
Why do you?
Yeah.
How do you think that these Olympians existed now? Is their parents were Olympians and they fucked?
Yeah.
And they made
No, look,
Olympians.
But also,
The
all
life
those
in
Olympians
them.
are on birth
Yeah.
control, I
the,
bet.
the life of
Yes,
an Olympian.
because they have acne.
sometimes it fails. Kim.
I'm just saying they can't. We're not going to get Olympic level babies out of this fuck fest if they're all on birth control.
I'm just saying the life of an
for
Olympian
them.
is so horrible.
doesn't
They
care.
deserve a
But
2-week
this
fuck
is what
fest.
we've talked
Oh,
about before,
100%.
where it's like their young lives are ruined
For
by
this.
training and whatever their weird diets are and all of that awful stuff, that they deserve to have sex with people that understand them
Yeah.
Mhm.
on an emotional and like life level. Like how if you're at that level, there are not a lot of people in the world that
That get you. Yeah.
understand
yeah.
exactly what you've gotten through.
Plus,
Also, hard bodies.
hard bodies.
Hard
Yeah.
bodies.
And they
Tight.
could see it going
Get
in.
Oh, you see it in the
Jesus.
stomach.
I don't think that's exactly what he meant, Kyle.
No, I just mean you can look down and
Yeah.
see it going
No. Yeah.
in.
I know exact. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Brian got it now.
Oh. I get it.
They can see it going in because they're like so tight. There's nothing
Yeah.
covering it.
I get it. I see what you're doing here.
Wow.
My mind was like, it's like, a glove,
I was
and you
saying,
see like
get to
the.
see it
That's
going
what Kyle
in.
was saying.
Yeah, that's what I was
You see
saying.
it in the
That's
stomach.
not what I'm saying because that's
No,
horrible.
that's definitely what I said.
The wavelengths.
I want to see it like a tremor underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what Kyle
yeah,
thought.
that's what I said.
But that's what I was thinking
That's
too.
not what I'm saying.
Yeah. No.
Well,
our-
that is what you're saying because
No.
everything you've said has only been what that is,
I-
but in different
They
words.
get to see
I
their
think we're-
wieners going in.
we're in a big NATO situation.
Joey,
here.
that is what I said, you fucking weirdo.
No, he means like the actual entering.
The penetration.
That's everyone. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, it's not.
That's
oh my god.
See, Kyle got there eventually. He got there eventually.
Kyle lives a very
And
privileged
you know what? And
physical
this is-
life.
and can I say something? That's ableism. And I feel terrible about it.
You should.
And I feel bad.
Fucking should.
That's bullshit on my part. And I'm so sorry. And I apologize to everyone. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was transposing my experience.
Oh,
onto that
must be
experience.
fucking nice.
Can I
must
say something?
be fucking nice.
Can I say something? It is.
It is.
It's fucking rad.
Yeah. I can imagine.
You feel powerful.
I can imagine.
I was gonna say. Never mind. We're done.
We're done. Kim. Give me a random number,
Between what?
1 to 10.
Oh.
7.
7.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I probably should pick like what gift we're gonna give first. Okay, well, let's
Yeah.
Let's do.
We begin with the Encino Man.
Encino Man.
Encino
He's
Man.
the juice.
All right, you said number 7.
Yep.
Slow hand Luke.
Wheeze it.
Wheeze it.
Wheeze it.
Congrats.
This came
Maybe.
via Kyle, so
I'll send him a message.
send him
Well,
a message. We need to find out how to get things to you.
Yes.
Slowhand Luke is the winner of the actual Encino Man from Movies on Tape.
This is great.
Perfect.
Next, the doll.
Ooh.
The doll. Custom.
It's a beautiful,
One of a kind.
Beautiful doll. It's not.
I mean, not that all of these things aren't one. Well, powder's the least one of the kind, but the
powder's not
most
really
prized.
I don't know.
Right.
These days, it's pretty.
But the
it's
most
getting up there.
prized. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kyle, 1 to 10,
but not 7.
but not 7.
3.
Jim G, you are the proud owner
Woohoo!
of whatever this is.
Art.
This art. Please email loljkpodcast@gmail.com with your address, and we will send you that horrible thing.
Yeah.
And lastly,
Powder.
the one we've all been waiting for.
Do we want to sign Powder?
We could sign it.
We should probably.
Do
Yeah.
we- is the Sharpie over there?
It's around here somewhere.
From-
Come on,
There's a Sharpie
Brian's
somewhere.
drum rolling for ages here.
right, let's
Brian, give me a number.
9.
Zombie Batman Jesus.
Yay!
Enjoy some powder.
Powder, 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 powder.
Put this on your face in all your photos.
Michael.
Just
Phenomenon,
have it,
phenomenon.
It only goes on half your face.
Oh, does it? Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. That
There
was
you
cool.
go.
There it is.
Oh, that's a good look.
Wow, that actually is
Wait,
good.
can I take a picture?
Damn, you should get
Put that on
whiter.
that's the cover of the podcast.
That's it. Actually, we should
First, I'm
change
gonna take
it.
a picture of this.
What?
Go back. Don't move. You had it lined up real nice, and then you moved.
It's a
Perfect,
sunglasses
okay.
with lightning bolt, right?
Wait,
Oh.
No, you fucking monster! Let her take a photo.
it's not lined up anymore. You ruined it.
Tell me where to go.
Down.
Go down.
Down.
Down more.
Down.
Down more.
Top wise.
Down.
Okay, now like a tiny bit to there
Screen
you
left
go.
or screen
There
right.
we go.
Oh no, the angle's a little wrong for your beard, but we're gonna.
You're
Actually,
gonna
it's
get it.
pretty
Well,
perfect.
Powder doesn't have a beard because he's albino as fuck.
Because he doesn't have hair.
Here,
He has
you wanna See how
alopecia.
good you look?
Yeah.
He's an
Good.
albino alopecia.
Do I look good as a powder?
It looks so good, dude.
Actually, it looks really
That's
good.
pretty
It just
good.
looks so good, dude.
I really
Let me see the actual picture. I haven't
Do you want to send that to me and then I replace it as your call photo? Because this is like a
so
thing
good.
where
You
is
gotta
this,
keep the original one.
is this the better version of the Trout Mouse
Trout Mouse.
replica?
It's really good, Joey.
You're so mad. You're so annoyed. Why? There's no way it's that good.
I mean,
I just can't believe how much
glasses-
it lines up.
now, the
we got it
glasses line up
perfect.
really well. The bridge of the glasses line up well.
That's show Kyle. That's really fucking good.
Pretty good. I mean, it could be better, sure, but I don't think scale wise we're gonna do much better.
I think it's very funny. I think the issue is the mouth.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
yeah,
It
the
doesn't
mouth
quite
is a
line
big,
up
yeah.
with the line of where your beard is. Like it's not quite right.
Too close. The problem is the expression. So if you're just holding up the VHS, it seems a very serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Put on your face.
It's like smiling and stupid.
You look surprised. It's the
Kim, show the.
Sorry. You look scared.
Somebody save that poor man.
He's a powder. He's gonna be so scared.
Powders are genuinely frightened. Show the camera, Kim.
He does look scared.
The mouth is so funny.
It's really fucking good.
The mouth is so funny. The mouth is so funny.
Please send me that
I'm
photo.
sending it.
Send it to everyone.
I
All right,
am,
The
I am.
mouth is so fucking funny.
Congrats to all you folks. Zombie, send us your address as well. Congrats to all us. Thank you all for sending in the stories. That was a nice
Christ.
Couple
trip down
podcasts.
memory lane and a nice torch in the darkness. Kyle, who do you have to thank for powder?
Jesus Christ, that's fucking funny. Yes, of course. And of course we have a sponsors board. And on that sponsor board, some of the sponsors are real and some of the sponsors are fake. But the realest of the real are, of course, our Patreon sponsors. In this week's Patreon sponsors are Jason. I think I said that right.
Yay!
And Michael Mc.
Yay!
Thanks, sponsors.
Thanks, sponsors.
Thank you.
And of course, if you join our Patreon, you join at this Sally 2 tier, you will get a rotating shout out on the show. We shout out to Patreon sponsors every episode, and we will say your fucking name. We will do it. And of course, we want to thank if you join our Patreon and you join at I don't know what we're calling it, but it's a level where you become a producer.
Trisha.
The Trisha level, you will become a producer level person, and we will shout you out. And of course, at the end of the episode,
and you get to make one note.
Every episode.
No, you don't.
One note. Every episode.
We won't listen to it, but we will allow you to make
whatever
one
you
note.
want to say. But
This is
I don't like Kim.
We should all do it. Now we all have to do it.
We all gotta
now
do
we
it
all
now.
have to do it. Yeah.
It's the mouth. It's the fucking mouth.
What's wrong with my mouth,
It's the
Kyle?
mouth every time.
What's wrong with my mouth?
It's the mouth every time. The mouth is so weird.
It
God
is.
damn it.
We all do have to
Yeah,
do it.
we all have to do it now. Now it's Kyle's turn.
Yeah, we do all have to do
We
it.
got all of us next to Powder. What is this podcast you like?
Is it good?
No. Okay. Oh, that's perfect.
It doesn't look like it on the camera.
Well, I can't even tell where Powder ends and Kyle begins.
It's the most perfect one yet.
Well, it's because we have the same skin tone.
It somehow makes your mustache look like it's like an extra big, like Joker mouth. Oh my god.
Here, Joey, let me see. Yeah. The mustache sells it. Kyle's
Give it to
mustache
Kyle.
does it.
Give it to Kyle.
Ew.
Oh, it's really good.
It's like a half an inch too far. I don't like that. None of them are good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Should I just do the pose? Should I do the
They're
pose that he's
beautiful.
doing on the back?
You got to match up with the cover.
Alright,
Here,
you
I'll
gotta
take
do
it.
Who's doing it, Joey?
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right. Can I do it with the hat? Does it work with the hat?
Yeah,
work
of
with the
course.
hat.
It's better with the hat.
All right.
Powder with a hat. He has to wear a hat all the time. He's
Yeah.
so bald and he's so
True
white.
that.
It's like I like the smile inside it anyway. It's like
It actually is. Yeah, not trying to match up with it is actually maybe the move.
all right. We'll post all these
dumb.
photos on the.
Oh my god.
Anyway, the point is that the producer level is David Gray. Thanks, David Gray.
Thank you,
Yay!
David.
And if you join at
Yay!
the Trisha level, the producer
Hey,
level,
hey, David, thanks for the note.
we appreciate
We'll
it.
take that into
We'll
consideration.
take that into consideration.
Absolutely.
We'll put that on the list.
So good.
We'll see if we can get to it in time.
But yes, you the one thing you will get at that level is you get a producer shout out, and Joey will make a vanity card for your fake production company that will play at the end of the video, which is pretty funny.
Legit.
And legit. I mean, I would ask Joey to make my dumb.
I've
company
made
vanity
several
card.
real ones.
You
Yeah.
have actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Quality.
And of
content.
course, we are sponsored by, as well, the Golden Boy Burger. We're keeping on the trend of the most expensive something.
Oh, okay.
Last time we did the most expensive pizza. This is the most expensive burger.
Okay.
Would you like to guess how much this burger is?
$50,000.
It's too
That
high.
is actually far too high.
Yeah.
$18,000.
Far too high.
2,000.
That is closer, but higher.
Too high. 800.
$3,200.
No, it wasn't too high.
Oh.
2,000 was too low. It doesn't matter.
$3,200.
$4,500.
Okay, great. Anyway, $6,000.
6,000, Drew.
Ooh.
6,000, Drew.
$1, Bob.
It is available at the Daltons
Daltons?
Vortech, you said Netherlands.
Eat de Daltons de doy.
De Daltons, de doy, de Daltons. They said
more like delicious.
They call it
delicious.
de Dalton's Diner in this, and I don't think
Not
it's
de
correct.
Dalton's de Diner?
De Dalton's de Diner.
Yeah, really fucked up by not calling it that.
De Dalton's de Diner in Voortitsen, Netherlands. It is, of course, a patty that is made from A5 Japanese Wagyu beef.
Yeah,
Sure.
of course.
And Chuck short ribs.
Have you ever had Wagyu?
No.
I've never
I
had
don't think I have.
Wagyu either.
Feels like
I'm
something-
trying to think.
It's marble.
No, I don't think I have. I mean, a
It's
lot of
always in
good
a
meat
cube.
is.
It's always in a cube.
Then it's topped
A
with
Wagyu.
white truffles,
I love a truffle.
Umberco ham,
Ooh.
No.
On
that's
the
pretty
bird.
good.
There we
It's
go.
expensive stuff.
Yeah.
onion rings that have been battered in a batter that part of the batter is Dom Perignon.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Feels-
Beluga caviar
Of course, there's caviar.
Sure, yeah.
and king crab.
Love
Why?
crab?
But why?
Does it have an
And
egg?
then-
Hey, does it have an egg on it?
No.
Fuck that.
And then it is between two buns that are made of saffron,
Yeah.
which is expensive. Have you ever
rice?
had saffron?
Is it?
It's little threads that make things very yellow.
Mhm.
It's in paella a lot.
Are there sesame seeds on the bun?
No.
Any special sauce?
No, it's a gold leaf bun.
Is it one patty or two?
Why gold leaf bun?
It's two patties.
Oh, it's at least they got two patties. All right.
But
The
why
whole
gold
bun
leaf
is gold leafed?
Yeah.
Ew.
So it's gold.
So you just, I feel like that would just taste
Oh.
like you're eating tinfoil.
And it's served with the barbecue sauce.
Of course.
That, which is a
Sweet
huge
baby-
that they
thing.
bought at the market.
Ray,
No.
Sweet baby race.
That is made among its ingredients, which are expensive, is a Kopi Luwak coffee,
Copelois,
Ah.
the Kopi Luwak
the
coffee,
butt coffee.
the butt coffee,
Black coffee.
Uh-huh.
and a Macallan single malt
Okay.
is what they make this barbecue sauce with. So,
Huh.
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know
Alright.
people still drank Copelois.
Well, it's
Apparently,
still
do if you want,
Other than
if
us.
you want expensive ass burger, that's how you get
it's
it.
still expensive.
If you
That's
want an
for
ass
sure.
burger,
Can I get it? Can
If
I
you
get
want
it?
an ass
Hey,
burger?
can I get the burger well done?
You are.
plain? Can I get it
oh my
plain with just cheese?
God.
Plain
If
with-
they
can I get
ask
some
you how-
ketchup?
If they ask you how you want it, and then you say
They
well
shouldn't.
done,
They can't
it'd
ask
be
you. They just
the-
bring it the way they bring it.
It'd be
Yeah.
as funny as shooting Reese Witherspoon into space. It's the funniest thing you ever
Oh,
do.
I-
It's funny as
pink
you
in the
taking
middle.
that
It's
pizza
the
and then
funniest-
folding it in half
And-
with garlic
and-
sauce.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, and dipping it into
In
Papa
Papa
John's
John's.
garlic sauce would be the funniest thing.
We
you
have a
could
great
possibly
way
do.
of just ruining
If
expensive
we
food.
were
Yeah.
obscenely
stupid.
rich,
Yeah.
all I would want to do was go and get all these most expensive things and
Yeah.
ruin them. Yes, I would love the well done version.
Well
of this
done.
burger.
And you got Heinz.
Yes.
You got the 57. You got the 57.
Yeah, the 57 flavors.
Flavors?
Do you have sweet
Get
potato
in here.
fries?
What do you have?
Can I get sweet potato
Are they
fries?
waffle
Put them on
fries?
the burger.
Sweet potato waffle fries.
I don't like
Ooh.
king crab. I like the little ones. This is stupid.
Prince crab.
Can
like
I
the
get
little
popcorn
ones.
shrimp instead?
Yeah, could I get deep fried popcorn shrimp on there? Do you guys have a Long John near here?
Can I get a chicken plank?
Do you guys like the little crumblies?
I was
Those
gonna
little-
say, can I
little
just
batter?
get some crispies?
You
to
want
put
some
on there?
crunchies? Can I
Extra-
get the like? Can I get the yeah? Can I get the?
Hey,
Can I instead of the gold leaf bun? Can I get the?
can I get a Hawaiian roll? Can I get King's Hawaiian roll?
Oh no, I was gonna say, can I get a Red Lobster cheddar bay biscuit? But
I
yeah,
was gonna say, related. R.I.P.
I know,
R.I.P.
I know.
Can we get maybe a pretzel? bun?
Every birthday of my life,
Yeah.
fucking
So
goddamn
bummed.
Red Lobster.
I read an in-depth article today about how the mismanagement of a Taiwanese company like ruined Red Lobster.
I should have gone.
It wasn't all you could eat shrimp.
It was the
Are
all-you-can-eat
they all?
shrimp.
shrimp. Yeah.
Wait, are they all closed or
Not yet.
No, but they're bankrupt.
I gotta
they're all
go.
bankrupt.
They
gotta
filed
go.
for bankruptcy.
I gotta
They're-
go.
They're probably gonna still. Be
I gotta
around.
go.
Is that
Yeah,
one
no,
of
they'll
them
still be
still there?
around. Someone will buy
somebody
it.
who like Pepsi will buy it or some shit for a discount, and
They're
then
they're selling it,
Pepsi?
and right now
I don't know,
it's
somebody's got money.
the operating money is coming from like the fact that it filed for bankruptcy. It's got money now to
Yeah.
stand on its own. While
Do you
it's
think
sold.
that?
They still got the
yeah.
one right here over by us by Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
And
Red
this is
Lobster
what I'm
is still up
saying.
and running.
I
Oh, we
gotta
better
go.
get- better
I
get over
gotta
there.
go.
Mm-hmm.
I want some scampi.
Is Shrimp Fest happening?
It's always
It
happening.
sounds like it's always
You know
happening.
why
That's
it's
the
always
problem.
happening and why they lost so much money is
Because it's
because
always happening.
the people that bought it are shrimp people.
Oh,
And then they
yeah.
force themselves into being the suppliers.
Wow.
And they're like, all you can eat shrimp. And there was like, you should raise the price for higher than $20. It was like, all you can eat shrimp. And then they lost like millions.
because they
of
wanted
dollars.
Yes.
to just get the money for them buying the shrimp from
Yeah.
them.
In your heart,
Mm.
Shrimp Fest all the time.
That's right.
Shrimp
Shrimp Fest somewhere.
It's always Shrimp Fest.
Shrimp
somewhere.
Fest
5 o'clock.
5
It's
o'clock
Shrimp
in
somewhere.
Shrimp Fest.
Shrimp Fest somewhere.
That's what the other watch will say.
Yeah, Shrimp
Yeah,
Fest.
Shrimp Fest somewhere.
Joey, you can still put it on there.
Yeah, that's right. We got another
Sure.
watch.
We
here.
still got
Shrimp
it there.
Fest
Somewhere.
Shrimp Fest.
Shrimp Fest.
We
Is
also
that Thug Life?
sponsored
Shrimp
by
Fest?
the Himpvana Rocket Relief Tins Pin Muscle Stimulator for pain relief.
What?
It is, of course, another, as seen on TV,
Of course.
Walmart purchase. Oh,
But
wait,
what
that's
is
a
it?
different
That's
thing.
the wrong
Joey.
one?
Yeah. That's it. Oh,
Ah,
nice.
Rocket.
We got it now.
Rocket.
Not bad.
But what is it?
It is, of course, a wow. How did I write this? Oh yeah, I just got it in here. It's basically an electroshock therapy thing, like one of those pads, like when they like for your abs and shit like
Oh,
that,
uh-huh.
or like
Tensors?
when you actually went to like a physical therapist and they would put those things on there. But it just they just were like, what if it was a tiny fucking stun gun? Is basically what they did.
shoot this on your shit.
You want pain to just go away? Now it can with relief that fits in your pocket. Himpvana Rocket Relief, the wireless electronic stimulation therapeutic TENS pen that helps relieve pain. Simply place it where it hurts and watches the relaxing currents give your trigger point a stimulating massage using TENS technology known to boost endorphins and helping you relieve your pain. When you use Himpvana Rocket Relief, you can see and feel it working as it delivers a pulsing twitch. Use the TENS machine on pain management to relieve sore and achy muscles on your shoulder, waist, back, neck, arms, legs. Whether you're working out or just enjoying life, Himpvana Rocket Relief can give you relief. Himpvana Rocket Relief. All right, that's it.
I've already lost. Just,
Anyway, it shocks the shit out of you.
It looks
Yeah.
like a wiener.
With your pocket rocket.
It looks like a slug's. It looks like a slug's dick, and then it shocks the shit out of you. That's basically what it does.
Cool. Shocking
but
wiener.
such relief.
There's no Tammy, which is a bummer.
No one signing the review.
It works good. Just that it. Actually,
it shocks the shit out of you.
Actually, I was about to say the top review is actually very good. The top review is only 4 stars.
Okay.
And it's just good. And then it says, it works good. Just that it shocked you first time I used it, Andre.
What?
That's what it's supposed to do.
Also, he signed it. That's the
signed
thing.
it.
Do you think that people are signing it, or do they have to put their name in to make the comment?
The lowest one is also signed.
I don't
think
think
they
some-
have to do it. I think they do.
They probably have to do it to put the comment.
But some
in.
of them are very funny in terms of their bad. All right, lowest one is, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I'm a disabled veteran, so those of you like
no.
me know TENS units and have worn out a few in our history. Think about one of the patches coming loose and burning arc of electricity on your skin until you can
Jesus.
restick it. Anyway, being lazy and think this would be a faster way to relieve, it isn't. Save your $20. The VA gives them for free. We just have to work harder wiring them up. Note, if you do not want to try it, purchase from Walmart so you can return it for a refund.
What?
Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Actually, that was a very good one. Andre's was better
Yeah.
because it was barely a thing. Barely a sentence. And then, of course, we are sponsored by the My Lab Box. The My Lab Box, along the same lines of what we had talked about
Put your
last
poop
time.
and your pee and your blood in it.
So My
Oh,
Lab
yes.
Box has a lot.
How many drops?
Well, My Lab Box has a lot of things that you can test for.
Oh.
So it's not just a thing. You can test for a lot of things.
And all you need is a drop of
And they start from
I was waiting
it's
for
such
it.
a it's such a
How
good-
many?
just one drop of blood.
good impression. And
Get me out of jail.
They range
For
from
one drop of blood.
they range from $59 to $200. Oh wait, $370.
Is it depending on what you're
Whoa.
testing for?
I'm
370,
guessing.
yes. The most expensive one is
Yeah, let's go full boat here. What do we get?
a 14-panel STD test.
That's more.
Okay.
That's gonna
For
take more than one drop of blood.
$369.
Is this a DIY test? Is that what this
You
is?
take it, yeah. You take
do
it
it at
home.
home.
You mail your stuff.
Yeah,
Do you?
You take it and then you put your stuff in it and you mail it away.
yeah.
So somebody's just got your stuff.
So what
Someone's
else
got
do you
your
get
stuff.
Someone's got your
besides the STD test?
Wow,
Someone's
that's
got your
a lot of
STD
money
stuff.
though. That for one time, I assume that when
I
they
think
said,
you go to a doctor's office for cheaper.
I mean, if you have insurance, definitely. You're
What
doing
else are
this
they
for
testing
cheaper.
besides STDs for this much money?
HIV, Hep C, herpes, syphilis.
These are
chlamydia,
STDs. What else?
Gonorrhea. Oh, this is just the STD
I'm-
14 panel.
You got to pay that much, and all you get is STD checks.
Yeah.
14 of them.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a
can't you
total
go to like
box.
the free clinic and get tested for
Yes.
that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, you can.
But that's like embarrassing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But why would you do it for free when you can pay $300?
$300.
Yeah.
What?
You can pay $60 for a UTI home test.
Why do you need to test for UTI? Does it hurt when you pee? Go
You
get
got
the thing
UTI.
that
Yeah,
fixes the
get some
UTI because
antibiotics.
it's a UTI.
So this is the thing. They have
I mean,
a
I
lot
guess if
of
it hurts
they
when you
have
pee,
a
that could be
lot
a
of
lot of different
different
things.
tests. They have COVID-19 and flu tests, which are
STDs?
Uh,
I mean, probably.
I also don't know how many you
Can
get
be?
because it feels like if you're paying $400 for a 14-panel test, like, shouldn't you have a couple?
Of the diseases? Or
No, but shouldn't you get a couple of the tests? Do you know what I mean? Like
couple
it's like-
chances there?
Yeah,
Kyle, all you need is one drop of blood.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
you send them the
but
sample.
it's like the COVID-19 test. You get like a fucking 2-pack for. Oh, it's out of stock. Never mind.
Mm.
You get the nasal one for $109, but how many do you get?
What's this shit called?
My lab box.
My lab.
I think
Seems
it's a
shit.
shitty product.
Yeah, it feels shit.
Yeah.
They have a lot of different kinds. I started with the STD one because I thought it would be funny, but they have wellness and
It
nutrition.
just raises
tests.
more questions. at
You can
this
get
point.
a vitamin D test for $89.
I'll give you your details.
Hey,
You can
Oh.
get an immunity test, an antibody test to detect 11 common infectious diseases on which vaccines are available.
Sure.
For $330.
So you
You could just go to a doctor's
could
office.
just
You
take
can
the
get
vaccines.
tested for hepatitis, measles, mumps, rubella, polio, tetanus,
all stuff you could
diphtheria,
be vaccinated
pertussis, influenza. Yeah. So I actually don't know who this test is for.
There's
Rubes.
so many.
people without insurance.
Idiots. For
Yeah.
children that weren't vaccinated, I guess, is what it's really for.
Mm.
Food sensitivity test is
Yeah.
the one that makes the most sense.
Yeah,
That's $150. That actually makes sense to me.
Or these
Polar-
fertility
probably
tests.
won't be
that
accurate.
makes sense
Yeah,
to me too.
fertility tests for sure. But yeah, a lot of them are horse shit.
Mm-hmm.
Horseshit test.
Yeah, male fertility
got a test
test
for
for
that too.
$90.
That's not
Sure.
human. That's not human. That's horse.
That's horse.
Human or horse?
Anyway,
$90.
it's bad.
What a great sponsor. Who else do we have to thank?
And of course, we have to thank. I actually don't know what the next one is.
Oh, it's not
Oh,
sized correctly. for
That's
some
not
reason.
it. Oh, oh no, I made it.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
It don't
work. Kyle's self-sponsoring.
We're also sponsored by, which is actually way funnier if it's outside of it. It's actually very funny. We're also sponsored by Kyle's Crisis Corner. Crash Corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meg Ray.
May great.
It's here.
Not a fan.
No.
Man, I was in fucking
June
Uggs and a
Gloom?
beanie this morning sitting outside.
June Gloom and Meg Ray.
I've never
They
heard of Meg.
suck.
roll right into it.
No, thank you.
You're gonna roll right into it, and then after that, it's just hell.
Yes,
just living
I
in
know.
And we just died.
Yeah.
I walked into the house this
Today,
morning.
at least, it burned off
it
in
did,
the
Yeah,
but
afternoon.
I
beautiful
was
this
in a
afternoon.
sweatshirt
Sucks.
and Uggs and a beanie, and I walked in the house
Yeah.
and I to
She
get
just kept
sunglasses.
coming back in and getting more clothes.
And I was like, happy fucking Memorial Day.
My
Start to summer.
My experience was we were at T-ball and the clouds were there, and then you're like, oh, it's cold, but then the sun opens up in the clouds and it gets hot, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna take this off, and the clouds close again. I'm like, oh, I'm
God
cold
damn it!
again.
Why?
Yeah.
It's very drastic.
That was an hour and a half.
We were outside during it, and I couldn't believe how different
it's
it was.
too much.
Yeah.
It is like, I had never actually really heard the term May Gray until recently.
Really?
But, like, well, I guess
that was like my first year out here. The guys
I only knew
like, May Gray. I'm like,
I only knew
June gloom is definitely more
gloom was the
popular
famous
term.
one.
Yeah.
But it is like a thing where you're like, oh, SoCal, I can't wait to go in the summer. Let's go in May and June.
Nope.
But
sucks.
like, damn good chance that you do not see the sun, because it's like 7 days a week, maybe 2 days a week, it burns off.
yeah.
Right now, like 2 or 3 days,
It can
maybe
burn off
maximum.
in the afternoon a little bit.
Yeah, but like it's maybe you get the rare gorgeous day.
Yeah, and then
But
after that,
then-
it's just 120 degrees for like 3
yeah, and
months.
then it's
Yep.
fucking hot. as
Especially
shit.
way out here.
Yeah, and then it's just gonna be everything's on fire and it's so fucking
I'm just gonna
hot.
stay
Yeah.
out here and crank up the
Yeah.
mini split.
The high today was 73 degrees.
Barely.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well,
Did
I wouldn't
sucks.
say sucks, but it
Sucks.
was,
I mean, no one's mad
not what I
about
was
73
expecting.
degrees.
Listen,
right.
I'm not anxious for it to be 115. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But can we have a middle ground?
73 is
I think
pretty
73
good.
was pretty
73 is
good. I'm not
pretty
going to
good,
complain
yeah.
about
For the
73.
high, for the whole day,
Yeah, I'm
it's way
not
too
gonna
cold in
sub-
the
All right,
morning.
75.
I'll take
76.
a 65.
All right, 77 we know is a perfect temperature, right?
That could the high I'm
From the
not saying-
Midwest, is 77 the perfect temperature for everyone?
77
As long as it's
here.
not humid.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
here, it's fine.
Yeah, 77 here, perfect temperature.
Yeah, I don't need the high to get into the 80s necessarily.
See, but I like
But,
a
like-
good. I like to throw a hoodie on or something in the morning if I'm walking the dog. That's
Mhm,
good
that's
shit.
nice.
I like that.
yeah, at like 8 o'clock, when it's like 11, I
yeah.
want it to be warm.
Oh, not 11. Yeah, no, you're right. I want a good 60. I want to be out there in short sleeves.
Yeah,
Anyway, this has been Weather Podcast.
Feels good.
we got a little derailed there.
So everyone
Sorry.
want to tell us.
And
And of course, we're sponsored by Trucks. Drive them.
Beep beep.
And of course, sadly,
we need to put like a date underneath it.
we should.
Through 2025.
The of course it's they now defunct, but they paid us through 2025. The sadly yellow jacketed former XFL team, the LA Wild Jackets. Go Jackets.
Red Jackets.
So sad that they haven't found any of them yet.
I like how we've just given up on the narrative
Yeah.
of
Just
it.
say it.
And then
Well, I
which is
started to
honestly
build-
probably, at this point in time probably best because
I started to build a narrative and it just didn't work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if it doesn't click, it doesn't
Yeah.
click. And
Yeah.
but
that's
the
a
problem
bummer.
and the downside to it is they paid us through 2025, so we gotta
Can I
keep
just say
working it
that the thing is like it's almost better if they don't build a narrative, or maybe we find one later. Maybe when someone gets discovered, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, that's true.
out. Could you imagine?
Yeah,
They find
Can
somebody.
you imagine
3
if
hour
they find
He
episode.
shows
someone?
up. He
Yeah.
shows up in like some Argentinian.
and he ate
City.
them all.
Yeah.
Gained
Damn.
their powers, grew Goro
And he grew-
arms.
yeah, you got
We're just
multiple
turning
Goro
it
arms.
into that other
Yeah.
thing
Four
now.
arms.
Yeah, he grew
Yeah,
Goro
he grew
arms.
Goro arms.
How did that happen?
He has to go
Because he
from
got so
eating people.
powerful. Stop.
Yeah.
You just absorb their powers
you
and
absorb
they
their
burst
power,
out his
you
arms.
absorb
When
their
no one
souls,
knows
you
because
when
you've
absorb
never
their-
eaten people.
Here's the thing:
No.
when you're in the mountains of South America and you find yourself
Mhm.
in a life and death one-on-one single combat tournament, you're gonna end up with Goro arms.
That's 100% correct.
That's how it happens
you're
when you
doing it-
win.
if
when
you're
you're
doing it
fighting
right-
against
if you-
Outworld.
Yeah,
if you're doing it right,
yeah.
you're getting Goro.
And he's
arms.
smart. You know why? Because he's wearing a metal cup, so nobody
And of
pull that
course-
Johnny
and
Cage
this is the
bullshit
thing,
on him.
Is that they
I thought that was
obviously were
horseshit.
going
That's
to
how
go.
they killed him in the
They were
movie.
gonna go
They didn't
play
kill
the
that way, just-
Argentinian
Yeah.
XFL team.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage killed Goro in the movie.
Yeah, I
like
know, but
punching
it-
him in the balls.
That was just a thing that he did during the fight was punch him in the balls.
And
He
it
was
killed
so
him.
good at the splits.
No, didn't he like knock
He
him
fell off a
mountain?
cliff.
That's where
from
his
getting
brain,
punched
that's where
in the
his,
balls.
That's where his
Was
brain
it?
is.
Was that the final blow? I thought that was just something that happened in his fight.
No,
when
I'm
he
pretty
killed him.
sure he was like going.
You think that killed him?
I don't think that killed
and then
him.
he kicked him while
That
he was
sounds
still
like
reeling.
something from Encino Man.
Yeah.
I
no,
think actually your brain's been poisoned.
No, I've watched Mortal Kombat a lot of times. He punches him in the dick, and everyone's
he
like,
falls
"What
backwards?
the fuck?" And then he like falls off a cliff.
that's
not from being punched in the dick. Though.
as funny as
That's our
Reese
version of it.
Witherspoon
That's
being
our
shot into space.
Joey, that's our bit of it.
As funny.
I'm pretty sure that's
That's
All right,
as
we can
funny.
check
we'll
after
check
this is
after
over.
that.
We'll check after the
That's
show. We'll get
as
back.
funny
We'll get
as Reese Witherspoon being sent to the International Space
We gotta
Station.
check after.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta
we gotta check it after.
Yeah, we will.
Joey, what are you doing?
I'm not talking right now.
Okay, well, we're done with the sponsors.
So it's your
and
turn,
Of course, you can go to patreon.com/LOLJK podcast if you join our podcast and
Patreon, maybe?
You want to join our Patreon for our podcast and get all the bonus material, like the Dune commentaries that maybe we're gonna do another one.
I think we kind of.
I think we kind of have to. Any of our number of extra bonus things, the Discord, the movies on books on tape.
Super Mario Brothers the movie based
Almost
on
done.
the game for kids. We are 2/3 the way through. If you divide
Yes.
this book up into 3 strips, we are 1 strip left.
Wow, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
One phone strip.
One vertical strip?
Vertical
One
strip.
vertical strip. And then of course,
What
yes, you can
resolution?
follow us on all of our socials, LOJK podcast on all of the socials. Sometimes we post little clips.
Sometimes and we might even post an old ad.
We might. Oh yeah, if we
might,
get that
if we
old
can
ad, we
find
might
it.
do the old ad. That'd be good.
Yeah.
LOJK Retro Podcast.com.
Damn, yeah. Let's just start.
No one wants that. This is as close as we've gotten to a retro podcast.
Yeah, we should probably bail.
Okay, that's pretty fair.
Thank you all for listening. We appreciate you. Congrats to all the winners in the contest,
Yeah.
and thank you
Yeah,
all
thank
again
you.
for
Those are
writing
great.
in.
for writing in. It's been a delight to
Yeah,
see
thank
how
you.
we've poisoned your mind slowly across the last
What
decade.
a joy.
And we appreciate you being along with us for all of this.
Stay
And
tuned for no new Paranoia Shop to bring in all new big listeners.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh,
But thank
well.
you.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paranoia Shop. Pour
Great.
one out.
Yeah.
We will see you all next time again. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/LOLJK podcast, LOLJKpodcast.com.
Yes.
Sign up for free. Get that movies on tape. Get that Super Mario Brothers. And then eventually, pop in the Discord. Meet some new friends.
Get it.
Thank you all for listening. We will see you next time. I've been Joey Reinish.
Tommy Craig.
I'm Kim.
I'm Brian.
Goodbye.
Bye.
That was fun, and thanks for listening to Explosion